Tom Arnone.
No, it's call-out time.
Brian Wilson.
You died for that football.
Nick Delgazzo.
It's going to be a battle.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Well, welcome. It's Agree to Disagree right here on the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com. I'm Tom Arnone, joined by Nick Delgazzo. Brian Wilson will be here in a minute. Ryan Brodo hopping in. I almost said Ryan Povia because I'm so used to Poe being here. He's going to be on the ones and twos. We'll have the questions for us at the end of the show. We are live from the BMW of Atlantic City studios. We're here in Mount Ephraim, BMW of Atlantic City, located off exit 37 of the Parkway. Online, BMW of Atlantic City.com is how you can find them. And this month they challenge their sales team. They must sell 100 vehicles, which means you save. Right now, Lisa's certified pre-owned elite 2016 BMW 320i with X-Drive, just $299 a month for 36 months. The ultimate driving experience is closer than you think. BMW Atlantic City, easy to get to, minutes off exit 37 of the Parkway. Online, BMW of AtlanticCity.com. A lot of things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about USA men's Olympic team getting the gold. I mean, not a shock to many people. We'll dive into that later on in the course of the show. MLB playoff race starting to heat up. We're getting close to September. And, of course, we're going to have to dive into that a little bit. Eagles preseason report. We'll give our first reaction from the college AP Top 25 that came out today. And we'll give our wide receiver breakdowns in each division. So what we do is we break down, hey, who's the number one in the NFC, and we'll go NFC East, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are the top four in the division? We'll do that like we do every week. And NFL countdown is the main subject at hand. We're going to be talking a lot of football on today's show. And our poll question, real simple. You can vote for it Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. What are you most looking forward to for the NFL season? Is it the NFL kickoff or college football kickoff? And if it's something else, like what some people call football, which is soccer, get a clue and don't chime in, please. Don't even bother chiming in. Our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. And the NFL countdown brought to you by Gibson Mayer, LLC, your certified public accountant. Find them on the web, gibsonmayer.com. Gentlemen, how are you?
What's going on,
What's
boys?
going on, Tom?
It's good to be here. Ryan joining us.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson, still not here. Not quite sure where he's located. Sweepsy?
Absolutely. Always great to see my partner in crime. And then, a little bonus here, seeing the Broad Man, in the flesh, not just on the air. It was in person.
Yeah, good to see you too, Nicky. It's been a little bit.
Absolutely.
I think since the wedding, actually.
Yes, a great time at the wedding, of course.
Yes.
But, yeah, so sitting in for the Pove Man, always a pleasure. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. And we know Mr. Wilson will be making his grand entrance in a matter of moments.
Yeah, he's going to, the ground will start to shake a little bit. And we'll know the big fella's near.
The sirens will sound, and then you will come through the door, and it'll be time.
Absolutely.
Getting close. I mean, I was wondering how much time I could sit here and wait for him to walk through the door and try to be a nice guy. But, we're not a nice guy, so we're going to start it off. Sleeps. I mean, I think these are easy questions for the guys in the room here. You know what I mean? In terms of what are you most looking forward to, the NFL season, the college football season. It just depends on which way you slice it. I mean, for me as an NFL guy, I look forward to the college season more for the, more for the fazools. You know what I mean? Throwing some fazools around on the college games is more what I look forward to the college season for. But, the NFL.
A shekel? A few shekels?
A few shekels. Nothing crazy, but your opinion. What are you more locked into? Are you going to get more locked in the NFL season, the college season? Obviously, there's no other. So,
no, I mean, listen, I'm a pro guy, so of course, the NFL is, being a baseball guy first is, that's, my first love. But all the pro sports is, college hoops, I guess, with the with March Madness and stuff. That probably takes a little bit of precedence towards the more than the NBA itself. But I still love the NBA, and when the Sixers, hopefully write this thing like we hope in the next couple of years, it'll be a little more exciting around here, and you'll be a little more excited for them too. So when it comes to them, but college football, yeah, I mean, I love college football, but the NFL is, in a league of its own, no pun intended, led by that moron Goodell, but we still love it. What a product, on Sundays, and whether it's fantasy football, throwing some shekels around, painting your face green for your Philadelphia Eagles or whatever team, Dolphins in my case. So that I always look forward to the NFL. And the fact that they're on both, one's on Saturday, one's on Sunday, really is a degenerate and a fan's buffet. You get them both. You don't really have to pick one.
It's true. I mean, that's the advantage of it. I just think up here, we're more of a pro sports based area. You come up to the Northeast, it's more pro sports. Down south, a lot of them fans are more looking forward to the college season.
Oh, roll
rightfully
tide.
so. Yeah,
Roll tide.
Then we'll dive into it. I mean, right now, just a little teaser, and most of you probably already know it if you're listening to the show. But roll tide, number one, the AP top 25 that we'll get into later in the show. But Rye, I mean, do you differ in opinions here?
No, I'm exactly the same as you both. I think at Philadelphia, it's a 4-for-4 type city. I mean, except for the few jokers that want to get excited about the union, and that whole thing, which is good for you if you want to do that. But no, I personally, I'm kind of in the same boat as Nikki with I really don't get excited about college sports until around the tournament, with basketball. I'll watch college football. It'll be a good build-up, like you said, to Sunday. But maybe I'll, watch at the end of the seasons. But no, by far it's a landslide. The NFL is way, way more important to me.
Yeah, and they've taken proper steps to keep those fans engaged all year. Mm-hmm. Like with the top four now. So before it was like, with the BCS or whatever other crock of computers and all this stuff, and you're like, you always had to wait to see what was going to happen. So, it did always pique your interest in that sense. But if they go to 8, like we talked about, I think it adds that more excitement because everybody just wants to always have something, have that prize at the end to play for. And I think a lot of one-loss teams can still be in that top 8 and really, really have something to play for. Come January, December, late December and January, however they want to do, expand on this playoff thing if they do.
I will tell you one interesting element I thought of, though, especially when we're talking about Philadelphia. That may stray as far as the results on Twitter with how this Eagles team is looking. Maybe a lot of people are actually looking more forward to college because of how maybe how many questions are surrounding the Eagles. Maybe maybe some people are dreading the season because they don't see how they could actually have a positive season. So that could stray on it, and that could go flip side. If your team's looking really good, but you're a college guy, you could say, okay, I still love college, but my team looks great for once. I'm going to be more excited about the NFL.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great point. And to Tommy's point, which was, was spot on. For an example, for us, like if Temple was – won a couple national titles and was always in the top 10 the last 10 to 15 years, we'd be jacked. We'd be like Villanova won, and it wasn't like, people were just, coming out of the woodworks. It's, it was Philadelphia pride. It was, a lot of people, obviously local people went there, and it was an exciting time to be in the area,
Mm-hmm.
And so there's nothing wrong with that. So down south, they have that we don't have that up here.
Yeah, they're throwing chairs over their college team losing. Similar to what we're doing up here. I mean, they're not doing anything crazy different. I mean, that's what we do.
Oh, if Saban loses in September, they're ready to hang them.
They're ready. It's not.
And
to your point about college football, I mean, which makes it week to week so intense, is every game's a playoff game. Breaking down a college football season week to week, it's all playoff games. You know what I mean? And if you can lose week 1 and still rebound and run the rest off and win your conference and try to jump into that top 4, but it's still even though the 4 teams that go, you still got to almost win out, really. To control your own destiny, essentially. One loss can really knock you out. It depends on who you lose to. You know what I mean? I mean, if you lose to another top 25 team that goes on a little run, well, they're going to hold that edge.
Yeah, you're going to have to be in the right conference and have the right strength of schedule to get, to climb up back in that top 4 with one loss. If not, like a team like Notre Dame or, somebody else that doesn't have the caliber, doesn't have a great conference or is independent, you're not going to be able to climb that ladder once you lose. We saw that. Once those teams stub their toe once, it's they've lost their opportunity.
No question. So the NFL today put out something a little fun here, that there's no more probable. All right, no more probable on the injury report. It's just questionable, doubtful, out. We were talking about before we came on, and I don't think you never need a probable in there anyway. I mean, if a guy's probable, he's playing. Mm-hmm. I mean, you very rarely ever see, unless something changes drastically on game day, a guy go from probable to doubtful or out. Most of the time, guy's probable, he's playing. Just like if a guy's doubtful, 99% of the time, the guy's not playing.
Yeah, high ankle sprain, something, something that's, they just doing it. They're just throwing it out there to do their diligence or whatever to make the NFL happy, and they're required to report that.
Yeah, and it comes down to, like Tom said, he's either, yes, he's playing, or no, he's not playing. So it was really, they didn't need all of these scenarios in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you never thought. I mean, even gambling, even with probable, you know what I mean? Even with probable, when you're talking in terms of gambling, I mean, a guy's playing. You look probable. The only thing probable gives you is that the guy maybe is a little banged up. It's something you can look at. If it's a quarterback with a rib injury but he's probable, you might maybe second guess your picks. But I mean, the only thing you care about is the guy playing or not playing.
Yeah.
Is he doubtful? Is he questionable? So now, questionable might start to become a little bit of the probable for teams to play some games.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Go toy with teams a little bit.
Yeah, a guy with zero mobility, like a Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, like they have a lower leg injury. It's really nothing. They're not. That's not their game. They just need to, step up a little bit and be. They don't need their legs, so it doesn't come into play as much.
Well, sun's out, guns out. How are you?
Oh, yeah. What's
What
going
up?
on?
What's up, big
I'm
fella?
sure I was probably just getting trashed for like 5 minutes, but it's fine.
No.
No?
No, you weren't getting
It's
trashed
raining
at all.
Good, I'm happy.
It's raining out.
I got stuck. The fucking traffic is brutal.
Yeah, well, way not to wait. I mean, way to come in just right off the bat. Let me ask you a question, though. The question at hand. And it's pretty easy to you, but, I mean, it goes both ways, or is it equal? What are you looking more forward to, the NFL season? Or are you looking more forward to the college season? That's our poll question. You can vote on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. ATD Radio is how you can find us.
Well, it's the NFL season for me, but I do love college football, and I love Syracuse, but we stink. So, I mean, it's been roughly 15 years since we've been really good, so.
Well, 5 will always love you.
5, we love 5. That's true.
And he'll love you.
And I think the last time we were good, Dwight Freeney was on the team. I think he's retired from the NFL now.
Pretty good player.
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see Syracuse play well this year, so I am going to be pretty, paying a lot of attention to college, which I love college football. But I'm more of an NFL guy.
Yeah, that's kind of how we settled. Yeah, and the fact that one Saturday, one Sunday just gives us an absolute buffet. We love it.
I mean, my weekends are pretty filled up.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're doing a lot of football watching.
Yeah, but the NFL, the NFL for us is in its own league. I mean, it's in
Plus
its own
I play
category.
fantasy
It's in its own
football.
category. Yeah, there's so many factors that go into that make it, that make it the best, and why we love it. And
It's the reason that they can just parade out these rapists and women beaters, and everyone's still going to watch just because it's that awesome.
Yeah,
And they've tried to take it away. They try to take so much away from it too. But you can't touch the quarterback, you can't hit a receiver
I
anymore.
thought you meant in terms of the beating. They're trying to take so much
Oh
away from
well,
it.
I mean,
you can't touch the female
they would
anymore.
like to. They would like to take stuff away. But listen, the problem is that these guys are fucking monsters.
They are.
2/3 of these guys are absolute monsters that should be locked in a cage somewhere. But
That's why you got to give them marijuana.
They're on
go back to it again.
They're on the field just causing havoc, and you expect them to be like saints off the field. It's not going to happen. I mean, you can try all your best.
Well, you
but
saw when a certain coach tried to construct a locker room of all saints and guys that are going to come sit at the Thanksgiving table and hand out dessert. Let everybody eat their dessert first. Like classy guys. We saw what classy guys bringing them into this organization, the Philadelphia Eagles and Chip Kelly, that is all about locker room. It was all about the locker room. Sometimes you got to go get some animals. It's a sport for animals, like you said. It's not a sport. It's not a sport based on, nice guys. I mean, you can be a nice guy, but Sundays you got to turn it on. I want a little dog in you.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to be a savage. You got to you got to be 90% savage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
90%
that's
Really.
the nature of the beast,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
I mean,
and we saw everybody's favorite hypocrite. His son's in trouble too. He's worried about mentoring Phelps and getting him on the right path. And meanwhile, his son's raping people. Did you see that? Ray Lewis, his son got locked up for sexual assault or something. So it's just
Apple don't far from that tree, huh?
It's a generational thing.
Ray didn't rape. Ray just stabbed.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So the Eagles officially locked up Stephen Tolick, a 1-year, $3 million deal. So
Linebacker depth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody loves linebacker depth.
107 tackles
Jim
last
Schwartz
year.
guy.
I mean, the guy's a tackle machine when he's healthy.
Yeah.
There's no question in
That's
that.
a Schwartzy guy.
Yeah, Schwartz guy. Yep. Full
Is he going to be
circle.
healthy? Plus, he's got some issues right off the field.
We're fine with that now. We've made
trouble
that
too?
clear.
Yeah.
He's been in trouble too.
For what?
I think he's tested positive for some substance abuse, but
Yeah. Who hasn't
who
on
hasn't?
this roster?
Who hasn't?
Who has not on this roster? But yeah, so breaking down, more what we're looking forward to. But it's a real NFL countdown show, essentially here. And we've done some bold predictions and stuff like that. But wherever you guys want to go with it, we're going to go with it. So,
Let's go with it.
well, go ahead. Somebody else talk for a second.
Are we going to do receivers?
We're going to do receivers.
We'll do them later on.
Yeah, we're going to do receivers.
All right. You know what I want to
Through
say?
one.
And we were talking about college. The one thing I am looking forward to this year for all my Syracuse fans out there, there's probably like 3 of them. We got a new coach, Dino Babers. He's an up-tempo offensive guy. Syracuse offense has been putrid for about 14 years. So I'm hoping now maybe, instead of losing games, 30-12, we'll lose 55-40, and they'll be more, exciting to watch. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you put up some points, you got a shot. I mean, you can, you can get a few stops and maybe you win a game, like you said, 35-28 or something. But when you're not scoring 20, there was probably like a 2-year period there where they weren't getting past 20 a lot.
They weren't getting past 14 a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
And in college, you better score. You better
Yeah.
score points because the big boys are going to score points.
yeah, absolutely.
They're going to drop a 40 bagger on you.
Yep. AP poll came out today, right?
Yeah, the AP poll came out.
Who's number one? Don't tell me. Let me guess.
Take
Is
a
it Bama?
Yeah.
No, it's a shocker.
There you go.
I think what's called is going to be really good. They always are. Ohio State.
6.
Urban Meyer's a really great coach, really.
6,
They're 6th.
Yep. No, that's not
Where do
a
they
shot
have
at you.
Tennessee?
9.
That's what I said. I said I was giving Butch some props. It's about time.
Tennessee's
Butch,
up and coming.
He's putting he's getting things going.
You know what
the
it
right
is,
way.
though? Can they finally take that step where, like, okay, they're supposed to be good now this year? Can they actually beat some teams?
Yeah.
Because they constantly just, every
it's a
time that they were
gauntlet.
supposed to be good, they've underachieved.
Yeah, and he lost a bunch of tough games last year. They had Oklahoma beat. You remember that disaster.
Because it's a gauntlet they're
14
running
points in the
through,
fourth
too.
quarter.
It is a gauntlet,
Not a
I
fourth
agree, but
quarter.
they have a lot of good playmakers. They have a really good quarterback.
I feel like in the SEC, you need to start winning consistently a little bit because I almost feel there's intimidation in the SEC outside of your big boys. I mean, I sort of feel like, yeah, it's deep and there's a lot of real good teams in the SEC. We get all that. But, out of your top 4, I feel like there's a lot of intimidation.
Somebody needs
I think you need to, teams need to step up, win a little bit, knock off Tide once in a while. And that's how you can start, gaining some momentum for your team and what you're trying to build.
Somebody needs Saban to go back to the NFL and flame out and leave again in the SEC just to get him off Bama. He just wins, man.
Yeah, no, he does.
I don't like Nick Saban one bit, but you got to really tip your cap to the guy.
Yeah.
Hell of a recruiter, and he just wins
Yeah.
fucking football games.
He does. Now with Kirby going to Georgia, it's going to be a little interesting. They're still buddies, but when push comes to shove, it's about winning and it's about big time money and big time college football. Like, they're not going to be, you're not going to have them over for dinner that much anymore. That line's going to get drawn, and we'll see what he can do with Georgia. He's a heck of a defensive guy, and and he did some recruiting too, I think, for Bama. So can he? Well, how will they be on the offensive side? That's what I'm curious to say. They'll fly around on defense. So we'll see. Be interested to see where that goes.
Well, the SEC is just loaded with top-tier talent. I mean, every one of those programs at least gets 4 to 5 star guys,
Yeah.
Because, some of those teams, like, who's the bottom of the barrel in the SEC? Well, Tennessee's on the rise now, but for a couple of years there, they were
Arkansas was, but they're on the
they're on the
way back.
rise because
exactly.
Bielema runs the ball like a madman. But, like, some of those programs that are on the bottom of the barrel of the SEC, they might win. They might win the friggin' Mountain West or what's the one that's way out there? Pac-12. Pac-12's weak.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, the most overhyped conference in the country. They play on Fox Sports 1 at midnight, score a ton of points. They get into bowl games, get blown out.
Yep.
I hate the Pac-12.
No, it's awful. 55, 45 scores.
Where do they got Michigan?
They got Michigan 7.
Oh, I'll tell you what. See, that's
you just
gonna.
want the list? I mean, you want the top 10?
No, I don't want the list.
You want top 10?
All right, say it.
Got Alabama 1, Clemson 2, Oklahoma 3, Florida State 4, LSU 5, Ohio State 6, Michigan 7, Stanford 8, Tennessee 9, and the good old
The convicts, the new convicts.
the new convicts 10, Notre Dame.
Oh, the new convicts.
Gun
huh?
charges and weed charges all in one night. Good work. 2 of the players were dismissed today.
Yeah,
2 were dismissed. Yep, gone.
that's probably not the guys with the most playing time.
Yeah, I assume it. Yeah, I
There's
think
a
there
guy-
was 4, right?
There's a
4
guy.
guys.
There's a guy that played 37, 38 games in the last 3 years. So
Yeah, they're gonna
You know,
draw that one out.
he's
They're gonna
a-
make sure he was really involved before they start throwing them suspensions around.
Chances
Or
are that
dismissals.
yeah.
he never inhaled, so we're just gonna let him be.
It's the Le'Veon Bell thing, except he just didn't know he was even in the car. you know, whatever. But Clemson's no surprise, too.
No, I forgot about Clemson. Deshaun Watson, he should
Yeah.
have a great year. Obviously, Florida State's always got a ton of talent. They got their running back, right?
Mm-hmm.
That kid can play. I'm curious to see who the big other quarterbacks are. Like, I mean, obviously, the Big Ten's psyched because Michigan's back up now with Harbaugh, and they got the Michigan-Ohio State thing again.
Yeah.
Which, last couple of years, Ohio State's been trouncing them, but Michigan should be.
Better,
They should be back up. Harbaugh, I mean, that's what he does. He
Well, they got
wins
them
games.
6 and 7, so I mean, they pretty much got a toss-up over there
Yeah.
in terms of who's winning it. And obviously, Michigan State always in the mix at 12. They're always around.
Well, they get great talent.
Man,
Good football coach.
It's interesting. I don't know if I mean, it's hard not to take Alabama, but there's always going to be somebody who sneaks up. There's going to be a team that sneaks up in this top 25.
Well, Clemson, I mean, if they just play some defense, Watson should have a great year again. I mean, no one could stop him last year.
Yep.
Until Syracuse beats him, but
ACC Coastal, is that what they're?
yeah, we have to play him.
Well, everybody else just hopes that the SEC just beats up on each other, really. I mean, if you're other teams outside the SEC, you just hope they beat up on each other, Alabama's going to play LSU. One of them's going to win and lose, right? One's 1, one's 5. So, that's how it all starts shaking up, right? 5
Yeah,
goes
then
and
you
beats
got-
1, and it's all – then LSU jumps up to 1.
You
Then-
probably got Tennessee.
Yeah, then you
9.
hope Tennessee comes in and
You got-
beats LSU. I mean, that's how you sort of want the trickle-down effect.
Ole Miss is probably in the top 20.
I believe they're 11, Will.
I was going to say, Mississippi State's probably in the top 25. Who else?
Ole Miss
Texas
is
A&M.
11. Ole Miss is 11.
Ton of talent. Now, whatever happened with it? Did they get any sanctions or anything?
Who?
Ole Miss?
I don't think so.
I guess not. I guess they all wearing gas masks. I don't know what to tell
No, I'm not even talking about
Oh,
that.
you're talking
I'm
about-
talking about the other thing.
You're talking about
like
he came out on that
he
thing.
could, yeah, he could do whatever he wants. That's an individual thing. I'm talking about taking the heat. He was like, yeah, this guy paid for my rent for like a year. Like he just totally just
threw
out
everybody
of
under the bus.
Yeah, so I figured something. The hammer was coming down. Which
What all stemmed from the
still
gas
might be-
mask? The gas mask turned into
Oh, yeah.
him taking shots at everybody on
Yeah.
his way out. It's like, dude, you're wearing a gas mask. Like your old coach at Ole
was-
Miss isn't wearing a gas mask right now.
He was like, he started
Where'd the guy go?
He started confessing things he didn't have to confess. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Here's a guy pushed Kemdichi out that window. We're like, all right, dude, relax. Calm down.
I raped 2 women. I mean, he almost went Roethlisberger.
Relax.
We always get back to Ben somehow. But listen, you're talking about the SEC. You got Alabama in here. You got LSU
Texas
in here.
A&M's got to be top 25, right?
No.
No?
You got-
That's surprising.
Hold on, I'm running it down. You got Alabama. You have LSU in here. You have Ole Miss.
Well, he's had guys. He's
Tennessee.
Had Tom. He had like 3 quarterbacks leave in the last 2 years. Kevin Summerlin. So
Yeah.
Georgia, Florida. They're your 6.
yeah, Florida was 25.
But
Florida's
you
20.
know that A&M's going to be tough.
A&M.
They're not a walkthrough. Arkansas's tough.
They are tough. You put them in other conferences, they compete.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the conference crown, but they compete.
They win the Big East.
But when you got to
No,
go.
Arkansas wins the Big East hands down. It's not even close.
Undefeated. They run.
Yeah.
They roll through.
They run for 270 a game.
Yeah, and when you got to go to College Station, that's always a
12th man. 12th
I think
man.
that's the best point of all this is not only is the conference tough, the SEC, but every road game you go to, it's big time football. I mean,
You
it's
got
big,
the swamp.
Yeah, they all got nicknames, and when you got nicknames for stadiums, you know you're going somewhere difficult to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Death Valley. Who wants to go
Death
there?
Valley.
I don't want to go there. I mean,
12th man, Death Valley, the swamp. You got everything, dude. What
Swamp's
what are
great.
they,
That's
what is
great.
Florida Georgia's the largest outdoor cocktail party? I think, right? They call that.
Which
got
one's
all-
that one? Florida, Georgia.
Florida, Georgia. Yeah.
The
great.
hedges.
That's a good one.
The hedges at Georgia.
It's just great.
Wouldn't
I
mind
mean,
going to a nice large outdoor cocktail party. It's right
Not
up
with
my-
Georgia and
right
Florida.
Up,
in
right
the
up my
mix.
alley.
Little SEC women roaming around.
Just
I
a bunch of Southern belles rolling around.
Southern Bells.
Smoke shows.
Smoke shows. Well,
Thank God that wasn't on camera.
well, if Noah Eaton was here still, he'd have some comments.
Yeah, well, we know that.
He would have plenty
No.
to say about. He used
No,
to have a
no.
lot of things to say about the co-ed women.
Noah would be eating that up for sure.
He loves himself a good co-ed. We say that with all due respect.
No, I have no due respect for Noah Eaton.
In his van with no windows.
Yeah.
Listen, so part of our breakdown, what we do NFL countdown-wise here on Agree Disagree right here, A2D Radio, if you're just joining us, and our poll question, you can go back, you can vote on it. It's up now all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. What are you more excited for? NFL season, college season. If you really are excited for something else more, like going to church with your kids or like, special Sundays with your wife, get a fucking clue and stop listening.
Yes.
All right? I mean, it's really that simple. Just stop listening.
Trying to catch me on the F-bombs today. I
Well,
see.
it's tough to keep up sometimes. You came in hot. Like,
I
you
came
put
in
the mic
hot.
on, he's like, fuck.
I did. I did come in hot. I came in
He's
hot.
like, I sunk in the couch. Fuck.
Well, at first I thought I was in a wind tunnel. I was like, the fuck is this? I had to slide over.
Just keep flying. We're big fans. Listen, let's do our wide receiver breakdowns, though.
Let's do it.
And then we'll go to break. Because
Fuck it, let's do it.
Every time we're doing the countdown, as we're doing this NFL talk, I really don't want to give predictions away yet. I'm not there yet.
No, we gotta wait next week.
We gotta wait.
Next week.
We gotta hold off on this, and we'll get to it.
Because,
but, hold on,
listen,
a couple more things.
third-
Michael Bennett, couple news and notes. Michael Bennett tossed out of Seahawks practice again.
Good.
The other day, another scuffle.
Oh, those Bennetts are scumbags.
He got a lot to say, and I almost think when you're a veteran, these guys want to get tossed. You know what I mean? They want to get tossed in practice. They don't have to take a break. I start to feel that way with these veterans in training camps. I don't think they want any parts of it. They don't want no parts of it. Kaepernick better have a good 10 days or he's going to lose his job there. And that's the highest paid player on the San Francisco 49ers. It's Colin Kaepernick, which just shows you the mess that the Niners have been over the last 5 years, ever since Harbaugh really right at Harbaugh's end. But they had a good 3-4 year stretch, and boom, it all went to shit. But their highest paid player, Colin Kaepernick, listen, he's got 10 days to keep his job there. Or one Mr. Chip Kelly, when we thought it was the perfect match, right? I mean, if there was a perfect match for Chip Kelly and his offense, you would look at Colin Kaepernick and say, okay, I think this could work out.
He probably doesn't have between the years that he needs.
Well, he's been beat up, first off. He's been injured, so he hasn't played, which is hurting the progress. And I actually think, reading in this a little bit, just looking at it, I think he might like Jeff Driscoll a little bit just because he can move. He needs a QB in that offense, and I'm not here to worship Chip Kelly.
He's
or
got
anything
Blaine
and talk
Gabb,
too
doesn't
much.
he? Oh, Blaine Gabb?
Yeah.
It's just, I think
Resurrected
Driscoll's
himself.
been moving a little bit. When you go back and look at the numbers of him, so he seemed like he can move. I mean, he could move a little bit of Florida too, and where he's played.
Preseason.
No shit. And we're gonna get into one more of that.
Dak.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, a social media avalanche.
Dak
I'm glad you
Goose
brought
out
that
there,
up.
man.
I'm glad
Ridiculous.
you brought that up because it's sickening. I
brought
mean,
it up. I brought it up. I think I put it 2 different times on the book in the last 48
Yeah,
hours.
He spelled it like shit too.
Spelled what like shit? Prescott? It's called cut and copy. All right.
Cut and paste.
No, but that, first off, so Kaepernick about to lose his job there. He's got 10 days to get his job back. I don't know if it's enough time. What do? You cut
You
the
think-
highest
you think
paid
he's gonna
player?
get cut?
I don't know. I mean, there's a good chance. I mean,
So what is he, the third right now?
right now he is behind Gabbard and Driscoll because he's been beat up.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Seriously.
I can't believe
like
that.
that's when you look in
Like-
the mirror and say, "Is this my life?" I mean, Driscoll. I thought he stunk in Florida. So
He did stink in
did
Florida.
Yeah, I mean, don't you give me that. But at least Gabbard's like doing something. But still, if I looked and said, "Man, Gabbard's better than me," man, it's time to like get to the highest point, which is the
this is-
Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right on down.
Boom, swan dive.
the water below the Golden Gate. It's cold.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. This is the question at hand right now. Do you cut Colin Kaepernick if he's anything besides your number one quarterback? I mean, that's the question I think the Niners
I
got to
don't
ask
think you
themselves.
can't cut
Yeah,
him.
I mean,
you can't
Hold on,
no,
you're
no.
saying, Mike, this is crazy talk. He's not your number one quarterback. He's second or third on your depth chart, but you're just going to hold on to him. For what? If he's not playing,
I mean, the
what are
guy
you paying him
has.
for?
Listen, I think Colin Kaepernick stinks, but the guy has played well throughout the course of his career.
I know this.
So
I'm
Yeah,
a believer he can fit that offense real well.
It's a great point, but even take that great point out of the way, you see all the injuries. You need two quarterbacks.
I
And I'm not
agree.
saying, you know what I mean? So at some point,
We're- what are
Gabbert
we-
going to tweak
I don't-
something.
listen,
we're
I don't
saddling
think it's
Driscoll up.
Guys, it's dollars and cents, boys. It's dollars and cents. You're not going to pay for that kind of money for the highest paid player on your team to sit the bench. I mean, how do you sell that? That's why I think he gets cut. I wouldn't cut him. I let him sit and hopefully he gets his job back for the sake of my team. But at the end of the day, you talk about things between the ears. You know, we all talk about the guy, you know, had some great points of his career where you thought the guy had talent to be great or be damn good, and it all went away. He digressed.
How much-
He got worse. So, you know.
How much do they save? Do you know?
Oh, that's a good question.
Just because I mean, it's a valid point and it makes sense because I always think in terms of baseball contracts when I think about so when you say cut him, I'm always thinking, well, they got to pay him anyway. He's under contract, but I understand the NFL, you know, works different. So I'd be curious to see how much they would they'd be on the hook for.
Okay, so we well, he signed for a freaking while here. We're in 2016, so his signing bonus for this year is $2.4 million. His base salary is $11 million. Roster bonus is $1 million. So cap hits $15 million this year. So, but then he's owed $2 million guaranteed next year for a signing bonus, $2 million guaranteed in 2018, and then roster bonuses for 2019 and 2020, where he can make upwards of his base salary 16 and all the way up to $19 million in 2020.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Our boy Broad's got something nice popped up here. $61 million guaranteed out of 6 years, 114. So depending on that's 39 and 14. You know, you're still looking at over $50 million.
oh yeah, if you work out his
Whatever.
his
whatever,
signing
you know.
bonus, his signing bonus was $12 million.
Gotcha.
$12 million. Right. I don't know which one you have up over there.
I
I'm
just
getting
pulled up Spot Track. First thing that came up.
his contract 6 years, 114.
Yeah, that's here, and it
Yeah.
says 61 guaranteed. And the average
Has
of
the
Oh,
average
guaranteed.
salary
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
guaranteed.
talking
Like
about
you
the
said.
signing bonus. Yeah, the guaranteed money is $61 million. Yes.
Like you said, 19 average.
His signing bonus was 12. So I guess it's the cap hit.
So he's walking away with 73 and whatever he got up until this point. So he'll be the guy laughing all the way to the
He would be.
proverbial bank.
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't really care.
I don't know how
And
you
that's-
cut 6
that's
years,
where you-
114. I don't know how you look. You know, wow.
I mean, that's a huge deal.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's a monster deal.
You got to get the guy right.
Listen, there's
I
no
still
other,
don't think he's good, but
Guys,
you still have to get him right.
I hate to say this over, essentially, we're based out of, the Philadelphia area, but if there's a coach in this league besides Bill, let's just take out him. If there's a coach in this league who's quarterback friendly, essentially, and quarterbacks have the biggest years so far in their careers under his offense, if Chip Kelly and he can't succeed in that, I don't know what he succeeds in. I really don't. There's nothing left for the guy.
I mean, Foles was 26 and 2 with the 1 year under Chip, and he's a
Stinks.
steaming pile of shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how you get it right
It's being nice, too.
if you can't get it right in that offense.
He couldn't even throw the ball last year in St. Louis.
Embarrassing.
It was an embarrassment.
Yeah.
But whatever, we'll see how that all plays out in San Fran. But that's the highest paid player, obviously, and it's going to be interesting.
I actually think San Fran might surprise some people this year and play pretty well. They're going to get back to running the ball. They got 3 backs.
yeah, no.
I mean, it's going to depend on Gabbert, but Bowman's healthy.
Wilson, I think they could be a good team if Kaepernick plays. I do. I think they can compete a little bit. I'm not saying they're a 11, 12-win team, but I think they can win. They can win 9 games.
I think Gabbert can play decent. I'm not going to lie. I still don't think Gabbert's good, but he doesn't turn the ball over like Kaepernick did. That's the problem with Kaepernick the last 2 years. He turned the ball over crazy.
Yeah, I'm just looking at their running game as a whole. I'm looking when you.
Gabbert can move.
I know, but he's not moving like Cap. can move.
He still can move.
I understand that, but it's more of a weapon with Kaepernick running the read option. Even though
Not if he's fumbling every time he's hit.
Okay. Well, we can go back and forth on it.
We can.
Well, every quarterback
We
they
will.
They fumble, of course. We're talking about who has the ability to run better, Brian. Really? You're going to tell me Blaine Gabbert? You're going to lie to the freaking people?
No, it's Kaepernick.
Thank you. That's all the point is. You always got to try to work your way in the messing the point up when the point is who can move better. Who's more of a threat?
Just getting the X-Acto knife out. That's all.
Like, do you think the freaking people, you think NFL players that are watching game tape are going, man, Gabbert, he really moves better than Kaepernick. If he plays, we're going to have to respect that read option.
No, but they're saying, well, he can move. We're going to have to respect that read option.
Well, they're not going to say it. They're going to say we don't respect him at all because it's playing freaking Gabbert.
Christ almighty.
That's exactly what they're going to say.
Almighty.
Now, we don't respect him at all because it's playing Gabbert.
If you want to crown him, then crown their ass.
Let's talk real quick. The Dak Prescott. Why we got a second?
Must we?
And we made this mistake here last year in terms of getting overly hyped about preseason. We all make the mistake, but dude, it's preseason football. The guy's playing against number 2s for the most part. Some ones we get. He's played with both teams, but can we not crown the guy after 2 preseason games?
I'm on board with you that you can't crown the guy, but I'm going to take a different side to this, actually, and I hate the Cowboys. You know this, with a passion of the fire of 1,000 suns. But, I mean, does he kind of remind you of 4 years ago when Russell Wilson kind of went off in preseason and won the job in Seattle? Like, Prescott has looked good. He's made some – I mean, obviously Romo's going to be their starter. But Prescott's made some really good throws. I thought that he wasn't going to be able to throw the ball.
Russell Wilson did that in his second year.
No, it was his first year. It was a rookie. He was a rookie in
They
preseason.
signed Matt Flynn.
And,
Yeah.
and
Matt Flynn.
Wilson went crazy in the preseason, did the kind of shit that Dak's doing. Like Dak, he had 3 TD passes, 2 touchdown runs the other night. Russell Wilson was doing that kind of shit, running for touchdowns, throwing for touchdowns. And, I mean, the guy's got more TD passes than incompletions at the moment. Dak Prescott, which is pretty – I don't care who you're playing against. I don't care if you're playing in your backyard. That's impressive. And, I mean, he's made some – you look at the balls. He's thrown some good balls. I didn't think that he could throw the ball like that in Mississippi State. I knew he could move, but he's been really standing in the pocket. He threw that 165-yarder on the money, and he's had good zip on the ball. So, now, do I still say it's way too early to have people being like, Dak Prescott, man, Dak Prescott? Yeah, it is, but – hey, he's throwing. He looks pretty good. I mean, they might have found a player.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I wouldn't take that away from him. I'm on both sides of that. Like, I agree with you 100%.
Well, listen, you can't put too much into it.
Yeah, it's
preseason. You can't put too little.
Yeah, it's preseason, but he looks good, and for once.
What's the key word?
For the Roaches,
what's that key word you just said? He looks what?
Looks good.
He looks what?
Good.
Good. All right. That's all. He looks good.
Yeah. For once, for once, Cockroach Nation. If and when Romo gets banged up, they might have a guy that can come in and manage and not
keyword again. What was that
go
one
1 and 8.
What was your other keyword? Might.
Man,
we went might and we went good. both to the point of the argument that he's looked good, but again, we can't put too much into it and you can't put too little into it. It's a middle area. The guys. You don't know. I mean, just stop it. Listen, the speed of the game goes up at every single level here. So we're talking about preseason football to week 1. These guys get locked in, man. The speed jumps. I'm being real with you. The speed jumps from week 2 in a freaking preseason game to when the lights come on, for real. Right? Can we all agree on that?
You know this for a fact? Or?
Who the fuck you want me to call, dude?
Who
do you want? What tweets do you want me to find of pro players that talk about that?
I mean, but you played a preseason game as opposed to a regular season game.
They all tell you, Brian. What do you need me to tell you?
But
they all tell you this.
I'm saying it's not like we're going from college to regular season. Preseason.
We essentially are, though.
Preseason's not that far behind, all right?
It's far behind.
It's not that far behind.
It's far behind when you're playing.
It's far behind. Oh, it is.
2, 3s, and 4s.
It's still the same. You don't know what you're talking about. It's still the same speed. It's just vanilla. Everything's vanilla. They're not running stunts, not running all kinds of crazy plays. Everything's just vanilla. But there's the guys are still out there trying to make plays, trying to make the fucking team.
Dude, we talking about starters trying to make the team. Okay. Yeah, no shit, dude. But it's not the intensity.
I'm not talking about starters trying to make the team.
Dude, through the course of a freaking whole game. Okay, dude, you're really telling me that preseason the speed is the same as the regular season?
No, because the starters only play for 3 series.
Exactly.
But the second tier guys, they're putting their balls to the wall. They're trying to make the team.
Okay, but it doesn't mean the speed's the same as
Well, they're
week
not
one
as
of the
good
regular
as the starters, but
No
they're
shit.
still pretty damn good.
Okay, but it's not week 1 of the regular season. You can't compare the two. It's preseason football.
I think it's comparable.
Okay, it's comparable because you want to freaking watch it. That's a different story, Bri, than being comparable from week 2 of the preseason to week 1 of the regular season. You're really going to sit here and make that argument that they're comparable
I just think
in
that
terms of speed?
I don't think it's as drastic a difference as you're trying to make it out to be.
It's definitely a big difference. This
no,
is why you see
no,
guys.
no.
Dude, it's yes, vanilla, which is true. And yes, the speed is different. The intensity is not as there as it is for week 1 of the regular season.
I agree. I agree with that. But I'm saying the intensity is not as there for the 22 guys that you know are going to be starting. But everyone else, the intensity is there for. And Prescott, he's not playing against the fucking first team. So all these guys he's playing against, their intensity's there. No, they might not be as good. They aren't as good. But
So
they're
you're
still
okay with the crown then? So crown away then. You got it all figured out. Crown City for your
I
cockroach.
already
boys.
told you I'm not crowning.
I mean, now you're a freaking cockroach. That's what you just went
I'm
down
the one
to.
that coined that fucking term.
Oh,
all right?
now you're coining. Oh, my fault. My fault.
I'm gonna have 20 F-bombs tonight. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
because
really
you're an
bad.
idiot that you're gonna
It's gonna be
crown
real
every
bad.
week. You just listen. You almost pulled a Navo here like you did the other night. You made everybody dumber.
Don't
Like,
you
actually-
ever try to say I
you
pulled a
actually-
novel. I will come across this table and murder you on our own show if you ever
You
say I pulled a
actually
novel
said the
again.
speed's the same. You're fine.
I didn't say it's the same. I said it's
No.
comparable.
Oh, comparable. Here we go. I
You want me to give a definition of comparable?
Go ahead, Bri.
That means
Smartest
that
guy in the
they're-
freaking room all the time. Go ahead.
That means that they're similar.
Thank you.
Okay? What you want to know? Similar means kind of the same, not exactly
Well, let's
the same.
do it in
It's
percentages.
not a
then.
replica.
Hold on, let's break it down in percentages and circle the room here. Okay, say week 1 of the regular season is 100 go, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say week 2 of the preseason is more 75%.
I'm
That's
gonna
a big drop off.
I'm going to say 88.
That's a big drop off. And it's vanilla, and we're crowning. Are we fucking okay here?
Who's crowning?
When do we crown a
Who's
preseason
crowning?
football?
I'm not crowning.
The internet, like we talked about.
Yeah,
Twitter
well, that's
broke.
what the internet does. Have you not noticed that? The internet crowns everybody. Kentucky Fried crowned chicken over there. I don't even know.
Once things-
Making up shit now.
Once something starts, it just spreads.
This
Crown
is why
fried
we're
chicken is what
talking
I
about it.
always
This
say.
is why it's topic of conversation, genius. This is why we're talking about it. Because it broke the internet,
I mean, listen, let's
and we're
be
here
honest.
to break Dak Prescott.
If he comes out next week and plays like shit, then it's gonna really quiet down. And if he plays great again, then it's gonna get even louder. It's what they do.
Listen, talk to me.
I kind of hope he plays great again because I kind of hope that they're starting to like maybe he should start over Romo, get some shit going over there. Maybe they don't play well.
I don't like it one bit because then Romo might come out and play better.
Nah, I don't think so. Romo is what Romo is. We all know that. I think
Sleeps,
he's good.
whose side are
good
you
player.
on? Really, I mean, let's just put you in a corner. You know,
About what?
let's nail you down here and get who do you agree with here more? Because this is agree disagree.
Jesus,
A2D
Tom's
radio.
trying to nail you to a cross.
I'm nailing him right to the cross. Jesus Sundays here.
About
Is that
what?
too far? Is that
No.
okay? Okay, good.
No, it's fine.
No.
He didn't even.
about.
He didn't even. He
That
never.
was quick,
He
dude. I
never.
never used that
He never
line.
existed anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, that one was fun. It's all stories.
Yeah, a story from a story from a story. They're never the same.
Whisper down the line. Is it ever
Yeah.
is it ever the same when
No.
it finishes? Never.
It's
The guy walked on water.
It
The guy
starts-
probably walked in a freaking puddle, and when it was all said and done, the guy hovered over water for 2 miles.
They started with this guy, you know, who was he was a bum with long hair and a beard, and he stepped over a puddle once, and then it goes down the line there. He was walking across lakes and making fucking fish and wine out of water. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Just took a shot. Jesus, we're all dying. So hammering you to the cross here, Sweeps. Whose side you
Oh,
on?
Pontius Pilate over here.
About what? About Dax or
About
about,
the-
no? I mean
about
about
the-
Dax or about the? What are you talking about?
I was Roman
About,
Catholic.
I guess about the speed of the game from preseason to the regular season. Where's your percentage lie more at? Because I'm at 75%. He thinks it's 88. We know week 1's 100. Where are you lying in at?
For me, it's just all about the the ones and the twos and the threes. Like he said, those other guys, they're not as good. That's why they're twos and threes. But they're still 4-5 runners, 4 runners. So they're still flying around trying to make the team. So very valid point. All right, for me, I look at more of like throws. Like I don't know who was playing the other night for the Steelers, but Sammy threw the ball good. That's all I'm looking for. Like I'm looking for on time, Christmas. So some of the things that Dax was doing.
Not Landry
that's-
Jones.
Yeah, that's yeah. So some of the things Dax is doing involves throwing the football. Which if he was just running around like crazy, getting around the edge, and beating guys, with his legs, then you're just still like, I don't know. But the fact that I'm not putting on a crown. But you knock it off for anybody. When we get video, you'll be able to see the guy's putting on his helmet. He's putting on a helmet. He's trying to get me to get on his side, and it's just not. I'm right in the middle.
He won't give us the percentage. He still refused to give the percentage.
You know why? Because he's going to say 90, and he's just hopping right on board. Might as well sit on the couch with me over here.
That
was me hitting the couch.
Like someone's knocking on the studio door here.
86%.
Love where your head is, Sweeps. Stay away from Tom.
Right.
I think preseason is the outlet that you get to see. It gives you a good idea for certain parts of the team. It's not going to give you the full, treatment. You're not going to be able to get a full idea for what the team is, but you're going to get to see, okay, this guy flat out sucks. This guy's not making the team. Or, okay, this guy could be a surprise. I think that's all it does as far as a percentage. What'd you go, 86 Sweeps? Yeah. I'll go 85.
Yeah. Looks like we're all 10% above Tom.
It looks like we're all under the 100, though, which is the point that the game is slower in preseason football.
I don't know if that was the question, though.
That was the question, the speed of the game. Where's the percentage? Out of 100%, which week 1, it's 100% go. It's time to go.
That's
right?
intensity. That's not necessarily physical attributes. That's just mindset in the sense.
Mindset equals everything.
Passion, intensity.
Yeah, but it all speeds the game
giving
up.
a shit.
Yeah, but that all speeds the game up, though. That's all going to speed your game up. You're mentally into it more. All that.
But to the big fella's point, the guys that are playing are fighting for their lives, so they're flying around like crazy.
Yeah, the third and fourth guys coming in, but not ones and twos.
But that's who that particular moron's playing against.
No, because he's been starting.
All right. Well.
Besides last week, he started week 1, and last week Romo threw like 3 passes, and he was in the rest of the game. So he's playing against ones and twos. So he's playing against guys that are already on the team essentially. And all I'm saying is I'm not saying these guys are coming out shutting it down. I'm just saying that, one, it's vanilla, okay, which takes away a lot of different factors, okay? How's he going through his progressions? Is he going through 1, 2, 3, and 4 and making quick decisions?
So you don't think that this guy –
No, I like Dak Prescott.
But I'm saying these other teams, you think they're just fine with him going around and putting up huge numbers?
No, I don't
After the first drive, this defensive coordinator is getting in their ass. Like, are you letting this fucking rookie throw all over you? You just turn me off?
Nah, dude, you're good. Talk.
I'll kill you.
Okay.
I'm sure that if they're not at 100% game speed, they probably round it up after he's ran for 2 touchdowns and thrown for 1, and then he still throws for another one. So, I mean.
So we crowned. So we officially decided through this conversation.
I don't think we've seen enough. It's just to me, it's more scheme. Well, yeah, and it's just more.
We'll give him a ring. We won't crown him.
It's just more of scheming too. Like you're talking about, like you guys were saying, vanilla. Like to me, it's scheming.
It's a promise ring.
You're probably not seeing it. You're not seeing any blitz packaging. So is he changing? Is he able to change a play at the line of scrimmage? Is he able to, like you said, the progression? But is he able to throw? With some pressure in his face, and that's when you're talking about. For me, when you're talking more of the speed of the game, there. When guys are bearing down on you. And can you make a throw? Can you step up and make a throw? When you're going to take one right in the chops.
Mm-hmm. Should it get Cowboys fans excited for Dak Prescott? No, but I think it should make them feel a little bit better about the depth of their quarterback position. And then plus with Romo always getting injured too.
I mean, absolutely. Like when you're staring down Brandon Weeden and Matt Castle over the last couple of years.
I was going to say
this is a welcome sight.
They don't even win games when Romo gets hurt.
Exactly. So they're 1-9 when he gets hurt. So. Yeah, that's
it's definitely it's definitely something for them to look forward to in terms of a long-term answer, maybe a quarterback. But again, for essentially a half of football,
I'd be okay with him dying in a fiery crash.
Like
tomorrow,
3/4 of a full football game, the guy's essentially played in his career here, or he's maybe average out to 1 total game and 2. But there's no sample size. There's not enough for Twitter to blow up that this guy's the greatest, like people are making him out to be, like the next coming of the greatest quarterback of all time. I mean, that's how people made it out to be.
Just the stat that Willie threw out tells you that he hasn't thrown enough. For him to say, and it's all true, he didn't make it up. He's saying he got more touchdowns than incompletions.
Yeah.
You're just not throwing enough.
No, you're not.
The sample size is just a little teaspoon.
Well, when we talk about
so
adjustments,
good job by him, but just a little teaspoon. That's impossible.
Sweet. So what do we talk all the time about? Adjustments in sports. Well, there's no book on the kid yet. Essentially, you're starting to get a book on him. So yeah, it's all great. put it like this. The Eagles in the preseason tore it up last year, right? Just before the season started. Well, then there was a book on a lot of things they were doing. Well, guess what? They never adjusted to the book. Make sense? So that all comes into play here because, one, it is vanilla, so a lot of things are easier to run that you might not get away with week 1, 2, 3, or et cetera in a regular NFL game. That's all I think about. So, yeah, we're all right to a point. Like, yeah, he's looked good. He's made some really good throws. I get all that. But, like, to Sweet's point, there's not enough here yet either to determine, the guy's made it. And to your point, he hasn't thrown enough passes, which equals sample size. This is not enough.
Yeah. No, I think personally, the reason why it, quote unquote, broke the internet, it's because for the longest time here, except for Romo, they really haven't had another probable quarterback that actually can do something. So once they saw signs of a guy that could be a notable or even half-decent replacement, they thought, okay, oh my God, we might actually not have a horrible season once Romo goes down, or when he goes down, not if.
Well, also the guy that they thought was going to be a decent backup, the kid that played at Boise. What's his name?
Oh, Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, who broke his leg in the beginning of training camp, and he's out for like 10 weeks. And he threw for like 400 the last game. He started the last game of the year last year and threw for like 400 yards.
Yeah.
Threw the ball well. And, he's been in the offense for a year. People thought like, hey, we could finally have a legit backup. And then he breaks his legs. Then everyone's downtrodden. And now this kid's playing well, so then everybody's back on board. It's America's team or whatever the hell you want to call them.
Terrible.
So that's why people love them. I hate the Cowboys. I really hate them. I hope Jerry Jones lives forever, though. He just ruins everything for them.
Alien. He's an alien.
Somebody find that dude, the fountain of youth, and just let him stay alive forever, making terrible decisions.
All right, so you guys want to do top wide receivers in each division?
Sure, let's do it.
I'm going to run through it. Top wide receivers in each division is brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City. You can find them on the web, bmwofatlanticcity.com. And if you're looking, start off with the AFC East. We can start off with the New York Jets. We're not starting off with a team. But who's your number one wide receiver in the AFC East?
For me, it was Brandon Marshall. I went Marshall, Edelman, Landry, and Watkins.
It's definitely Brandon Marshall. I think Edelman's good. Don't get me wrong.
He's a system guy.
He's a Brady Belichick guy.
Agreed. 100%.
I actually think Landry's the second best. I'm gonna go Marshall, Landry. I'll take Edelman third just because he puts up crazy numbers.
Yeah. I had a little arrow because
his numbers, and I actually think Eric Decker's the fourth best.
I think you make that argument.
Yeah,
I'll go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, Sammy Watkins is good, but I don't think he's there yet.
I'm going to go.
I always forget about the subs, I'm going to
be on him. I'm going to be on it.
Until Willie shows
You always
up,
have to switch it up on us.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to go Marshall. Landry, Watkins, Edelman. Just because of the system, man. I think you put Edelman somewhere else, he doesn't put up that numbers.
No, he doesn't.
So,
that's why I went Edelman third.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him fourth. I think Landry's
you can't
too.
really punish him for that. You can. I'm just saying.
But just in terms of the way I look at him,
you
if I'm projecting, I think Watkins has a good year this year.
That's where he plays, and he's just going to spit out numbers. And
I like Landry a lot, so I'll put Watkins and Landry ahead of him, just because I think they're just more talented. Right? You got some? Not good. All right, we'll go AFC North.
Well, I think we all know who number one is, right? Antonio, the best jump kicker around on punt returns. And so I'll say Antonio Brown. I think number two's got to be, he's actually would be number one in most divisions, but behind Antonio Brown, he's going to have to be two.
AJ Green.
And that's AJ, obviously.
Yep.
And then
I don't differ for anything.
Yeah,
so
I don't think – I guess are we going to put him on there? He's not suspended for the year, so –
Josh Gordon?
Josh Gordon's got to be three then, right?
I did not, but that was a good point. I didn't even think about it, but that was good.
Do you give Steve Smith
I went Steve Smith and then Corey Coleman, Andrew Hawkins discussing this. I'd rather have a sub, like Willie said, and find another guy instead of using those guys, unless you're going to use Gordon, which,
Well, Gordon, everyone knows Gordon's got a ton of talent.
Yeah.
Can he stay on the field?
I'll put him four. Martavis Bryant might be four, but he's also not on the field. So
I mean,
But I love Smitty though.
Yeah, I mean,
but,
I'll go.
Steve Smith, I'm a fan.
I'll put him third just for the
Great
overall
guy.
body of work, right? And then we'll go Josh Gordon 4 just to keep him on the list. But he could easily, that's a guy with a ton of talent who could jump up to 2. I mean, he could have a year where he's 1 worthy. He has the talent. He has the talent to do it. I mean, does he ever put it together? That's a story for another day. AFC South, which I think you got to go. I think DeAndre Hopkins is 1, unless
it's
Jacksonville's
tight.
yeah.
It's tight.
It's
I mean, I love
tight.
Hopkins too, but
it's Watkins.
Willie's boy AR is pretty good too.
I think what's called's really good too, and
I love Ty. Right?
Ty. Yeah, I'm a Ty fan.
I hear you.
No, I agree.
He's tiny though, but he's really good.
You're not putting him over DeAndre Hopkins, are you?
No.
Okay,
DeAndre
good.
Hopkins is 1.
1, right? We good there?
He's 1.
I'm trying to do this as a group. Let's do it a group instead
DeAndre
of
Hopkins is 1 for sure. 2, I guess I'm inclined to say Ty, but I love Allen Robinson. I think
too.
Allen Robinson's a beast, and he
does more,
I
too.
think this is the year that he blows up. Because Ty, I mean, deep balls, obviously. Ty's got deep balls, but he's tiny.
He's a one-trick
I was
pony.
going to say, he doesn't really have – you can't throw the ball to him in the red zone,
I never
really.
feel like he goes across the middle or anything. I
No,
feel
he's
like,
too tiny. He was killed.
Little stop and go guy.
He's smaller than D-Jack
Stretch the
was.
field.
Oh, he's
You know what
tiny.
I mean, he's real tiny.
Ty's
yeah.
tiny. He's
real
Steve Smith tiny. Without the hops.
And
he's
without
like
the
5'9".
and without the size. Because Steve Smith is
Steve
thick.
Smith,
Thick guy.
I mean,
Thick, but small.
and the dude's always had hops. He always goes and gets the ball. He's done it for his whole career.
Absolutely.
Even before he got injured last year, he went and did it. He'll probably do it again this year. Joe loves throwing to him.
Who are you putting on with the Titans?
Well, no, that's what I was thinking. It made me It made me think of Willie's rant a month ago about the All-Star selections. Like, there's so many receivers in this division that we don't even need to do the Titans. I did the Titans out of like a participation medal. Like,
Yeah, I'm not doing the
like
Titans.
Willie said how crap the MLB All-Star is. I did it as participation, but they don't even belong on there because then you can go Allen Hurd. You can go Allen Hurd. You can go. Texas got some young guys now too.
Andre Johnson's still around. I mean, the guy has
Dante Moncrief.
The guy's a monster
for
years. I mean, he's older now, obviously, but I would still take Andre Johnson over any guy on the friggin' on the Titans. Well, who do we like? Kendall Hunter?
I wrote down Kendall Wright, and I think Rashard Matthews is there now. So disgusting too, right there.
Yeah,
made it really even more interesting that they traded Green Beckham. When you see the slop they got running out there, so he really must have been up to no good, or just was it with cancer or whatever? Just
he was
fresh
definitely
start,
something happened. He might have screwed someone's wife. Something went on.
Absolutely.
Because didn't he lead the wide receivers in catches last year? I think he did. I know, obviously the tight end had the most catches for him because he's a beast.
Walker's awesome,
but
I still think he had like 35 catches.
I think he had the most because
they were saying
Wright got hurt.
Because they were saying like I thought I saw the other day like behind Matthews he'd have led the Eagles with just last year's numbers. You know, so I don't know if that was 30. You have to look it up, but I thought it was like in the 35 range. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 37, something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I won't even take a Titan to be honest with you. I'm gonna go Andre Johnson fourth.
I'm with you. You convinced me about this the whole backup thing. I love it.
And I'll do Josh Gordon 3.
You're going. Wait.
No, we're back. We're in the South.
We're in the South.
Oh, sorry. That's right. So who am I going? Well, we're going 1. We're going DeAndre.
Yep.
2.
2A.
2 AR.
2B. 2A. 2A. 2B.
And then TY. And then I'm going to go Andre Johnson 4.
All right. That works. AFC West.
This is a good one here.
Yeah, I still think it's DT, even though the quarterback situation is a disaster. That guy's a specimen to me. Giving him a quarterback, somebody that can get him the football, then you're going to see that he's a beast. But you could easily be Cooper too. I have no problem with Cooper.
I think it could be Macklin too.
No, I agree with you. I mean, the 4. Yeah, I had him 4, but like I agree with you. I don't think it's that far. It's not like far fetched by any means.
No, and I mean, this is a really tough division because you figure, Christ, the other dude on Denver.
Keenan Allen too. Oh yeah, and Emmanuel Sanders.
Keenan
there you
Allen's
go
awesome. Emmanuel Sanders is really good. Crabtree came into his own last year. Like a lot of good receivers in this division.
Absolutely.
So, but I would go, if we're just going to go top 4, I'll go Demarius 1. I'll go, I guess I'll go Macklin 2. I'm going to go Keenan Allen 3 and Amari Cooper 4.
Yeah, I just had 2 and 4 switch.
I'm
with you.
3 and 4 switch for me. I have Amari Cooper 3.
That's fine. I just really like Keenan Allen.
I like Keenan Allen too.
No, I love Keenan Allen. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I think
put
Amari
him
Cooper's
4.
really
I feel
good,
Cooper
too.
takes that next step. If we're talking about the Raiders, trying to put it all together and let's see if Carr's going to come into his own and they're going to, take this next step. I'm looking for Cooper to be a monster, but Macklin has done it more. He's done it longer, whatever that means. His body of work is obviously more, a little better than Cooper's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only change I have with it. I like that list a lot. I think Demaryius Thomas is definitely one.
That's a tough division for receivers. A lot of good receivers in that division.
Yep.
You got to go Mac too right now.
He's got to, right?
He has a pedigree here.
Yeah, that's the word. That's a great word. That's the word that was escaping me. I was looking for,
Yeah, he's a one.
resume and
you're
longer.
looking-
He's just his body of work.
And you're looking for ones. You're looking for guys who are ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really what you're looking for. But let's go.
Well, I think Coop's a 1 too.
Yeah, I think Coop's a 1 too.
Max, but I'm agree.
But
I agree
the
with
only
you
thing
guys. I
with
agree
Coop,
with you.
The body of work's not there.
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
The reason I have Cooper 4 is because it seems to me like, and don't get me wrong, he could easily have 1,500 yards this year, but it seems to me like Derek Carr kind of threw the ball to Crabtree more. I know Cooper was only a rookie, but Crabtree had the most catches on the team, and don't get me wrong. I mean, let's be honest. This is a guy, Michael Crabtree, that was, he was a superstar coming out of college. This is a guy who.
Well, I always thought was a can't miss. Well,
I was going to say, would it be surprising if he comes out and has 1,500 and Cooper has 1,200? No, it wouldn't surprise me.
No.
So
No, not at all.
I think they could easily both be 1,300-yard guys.
I love that
So-
comment from you from Crabtree because I mean Crabtree coming out.
Dude, out of Texas Tech.
It was almost like a Mike
Remember,
Williams
he was-
thing. At
he
least
was-
at least Crabtree played, but it was almost like a Mike Williams thing where you're like, can't miss. It's a can't miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You remember Mike Williams?
Yeah, he's catching Nerf
the
balls
Nerf balls,
and shit.
one
Yeah.
hand in the back of the end zone. You just think like them guys are can't miss. But at least Crabtree started to put his career together. He had a decent career, never what we expected, but they could have big years them two this year if both stay healthy. Jump into the NFC East. This is where you got. I mean, one's a tough.
First
one's
off,
a tough one.
speaking of another tough division for receivers, I'm going to go Beckham just because I've already told you I think he has a huge year.
I go
but
Daz. I go Daz 1.
I go Beckham 1.
I went ODB 1, Des 2.
I don't know why I put Dez over him. I just think he's a more complete wideout. He's more physical. I just like his game better, personally. When he's healthy, I just think he's a better wide receiver.
I agree.
That's
I
all.
don't know if he is, though.
That's the question, yeah.
I don't know if he is.
Yeah.
Beckham,
You can't go wrong.
Beckham might be the
No, you
best.
can't. I'll take either one.
Beckham might be the best receiver in the league.
No, he very well could be.
He
So
might
could
be.
Dez.
He's close.
And Dez could be the same thing. That's the.
There's
that's
like
the thing.
5 guys that could be the best in the league. So I'm going to go Beckham 1. I'll go Dez 2. I'll go Deshaun 3 and Matthews 4.
That's what I had.
I agree
2
with
T.
everything besides 1 and 2.
2 a T, I had it right there. 2 a T.
Yeah, I just when I see Dez play his game, I don't know, it just translates more to like a, Beckham's a stud. I get all that, but when I see Dez play, it just translates to that number 1 prototypical wide out. I don't know if Beckham loves going over the middle. Them kind of things I don't think he's complete with. In terms of being a specimen and a guy who catches everything, no question. But the full package, like you talk about, going over the middle consistently, that's something Dez has no issue doing. So I need in different bodies or different shapes too. Essentially, Dez is more of a bigger guy, more physical, and I just like that kind of wideout more. That's the only reason I put him ahead of him. But it's really 1A, 1B, or 1A, 1AA. Seriously, because they're right there. There's either one I'm good with. At NFC North.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, I went Jordy and then Alshon, Golden Tate, and then I went with the participation medal. So I could probably put, if we went with Willie's way, which I like, I could probably put Cobb there, but I went like Diggs and Treadwell, which,
Yeah, I would
still liking this up
I
more.
actually go Jordy. I'll go Jordy 1 for sure. I mean, we saw that it affected Aaron not having him there last year.
Absolutely.
And Cobb's good, but Cobb couldn't really hang being the number one.
Yeah. He's
You
back
know,
to he's back to being where he belongs.
Yeah.
And look for a monster year.
From Cobb, yeah, I agree. So I go Jordy 1, I go Alshon 2. I'm actually going to go Cobb 3 because that's what I'm going to do. You know that. And,
No, absolutely.
And 4, I guess I'll go Golden Tate. I guess. I mean, who's the other guy they have there now? Detroit that they like. Is it a kid or it's a some?
Anquan?
Oh, Anquan.
Bolden's
Anquan's
there, yeah. Bolden's
I bet you.
there.
And you know what? Anquan will catch balls. He always does.
Yeah.
Oh, he always catches balls.
He'll
That's
catch
what
balls.
Anquan Bolden does.
Yeah.
Just a veteran, ain't he? Just a
Just a
I mean,
veteran.
stud.
he's not
Veteran
top 4 no
presence.
more, but he's still a solid player, man.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I love Anquan Bolden. There was talks here. The Eagles
Remember
were
when he
looking
got
to
his
bring him in.
Remember when he got his face broken
Oh,
on that hit in the
on
end
goal
zone?
line, right on the goal
Yeah.
line.
Just broke his whole face.
NFC South. Julio.
That's number 1 for sure.
Yeah.
But NFC South is another one that's got some good wideouts there.
You got Mike
Give
Evans.
me a second. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
you got
Yeah.
Mike Evans. You got Calvin Benjamin.
And Cooks.
And then Cooks.
And others. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
there's others.
The Saints have a young guy, Michael Thomas.
That people like.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Willie
gonna say
You got Funchins, if you want to go with your
Devin.
you
multiple
got Roddy, who's older now, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, he's had some great years.
You got Vincent Jackson opposite of Mike Evans. You got some choices.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the young guys because I think that they're taking over. Like, I'm going to keep Vincent and Roddy off the list.
I agree.
But I think Vincent and Roddy are still very much capable of being good players. And Colston, I'm going to keep him off too. But another guy he's still in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I think he's going.
Is he
Tell you
going?
the truth. I wouldn't bet my life on him. But
So
I
we're going Julio 1. Are we going Mike Evans 2?
I'm actually going to go I actually like what's it called more. Evans is more prototypical,
Or you like Cooks?
but I like
No.
Cooks.
Yeah, I do like Cooks.
That's
too.
2? You
I think
guys-
he's a great route runner. I'm going to go Cooks 2, Evans 3, and I'll go Benjamin 4.
I don't hate it. I might put
I
Evans
just switched.
2.
I went Evans, Cook, and then Benjamin.
Yeah, I'm more that side.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm more Julio,
And you know what?
Evans.
Benjamin
Okay
could
with
be 2. We
Cooks.
don't know. We
Yeah,
don't
Benjamin-
know.
Yeah.
He could be 2.
None
Yeah.
of them can be 1. Sorry to say.
No,
in this
Julio's
division.
1.
Julio's 1, unless the foot breaks again. But Julio's 1. So
Don't say that. I just took him to the
I have him in a
fourth
keeper.
overall.
I have him in a keeper. So
Don't you do that to me.
You took him 4th
don't
overall?
you wish that on me, Ricky Bobby?
Wait, you took him 4th overall and he has him in the keeper? I'm steering clear.
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that pain on us.
NFC West.
Oh, tough love it is. Wake up, idiot.
Colston,
You are not paralyzed.
You want to see what my life's become?
Colston is
Just stick that knife in your leg.
unsigned.
You want to see what I've done?
Colston's unsigned. Colston is unsigned.
Okay, so he's not on the Saints. What are we doing, NFC West?
NFC West, Ricky
Sorry,
Bobby.
I got deep into Ricky Bobby right there.
That doesn't make you a
I like
bad
to
man.
picture Jesus. Little
I
baby
like to-
Jesus.
I like to picture Jesus with big Eagles wings, singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner, and I'm in the front row, hammered drunk.
Yeah. Chip, I will tear your ass up.
I like
Chip.
to picture Jesus wearing a tuxedo T-shirt because it says I'm formal, but I like to party because I like to party, so I like my Jesus to party. You know?
Lot of Jesus talk today here on Agree Disagree, A2DRadio.com.
Don't nail me to the wall, all right? Come on.
NFC West, and then we go to break.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
We're not sorry. Sorry, we're not sorry.
Floyd won. Larry won.
I think it's more, with him. I think with him, it's more like Willie said about the other guys. Like, you still love Fitz. You gotta love him. I mean, it might be Baldwin, which I think he's gonna have a down year.
Yeah,
I'm not in the Baldwin.
He
I
can't
hear
have
you.
16 TDs again.
No,
right?
I know. Yeah. John Brown, you got Torrey Smith, and you got Tavon Austin.
I don't like John.
whatever you want to throw them together.
I like Floyd won.
Yeah, Floyd too. I'm sorry.
I like Floyd won.
I don't like Floyd 1. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I know.
Larry. I'm going Larry 1, man. I still like me
Can't
some
go
Larry
wrong.
Fitz all
Yeah,
day.
can't go wrong.
I like Larry Fitz. I'm gonna go Fitz 1. I'll go. Shit. I mean, there's not a lot. I guess I'll go Baldwin 2. I don't even want to. I might go Floyd 3, and Torrey Smith 4. I guess I don't know.
It's
a
a tough division. No question
St.
about
Louis,
it. Yeah.
do they even have a receiver?
Tavon.
Tavon. He's just crumb.
Tavon, I don't even count him as a
No,
receiver.
yeah.
I count him as like a playmaker.
HB, he's a little like
Yeah.
a hatchback, like a halfback. So
Listen,
like,
for their sake, I wish.
Kenny Britt.
I think they hope they can consider him a playmaker because the guy's been essentially, for all intents and purposes, a flat-out fucking bust in this league. So,
Well, I mean, he
no,
had a pretty good year
there's
last year.
There's no wiggling around that.
I'm saying, but he
He's
scored
5 foot.
But he scored what, 9 touchdowns
Okay,
last year?
but I'm not the one who drafted him in the top
But
10.
I'm
I
saying
understand.
you score 9 TDs in a year.
He
you're
was a
pretty
top
good.
10 guy?
You're a pretty solid player.
Tavon Austin, yeah.
Tavon Austin went early. He went early. I don't know if he went top 10. He went
Yeah,
early.
I don't know
though.
about that, but still, I mean, yeah. To your point, wow.
I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves. 'cause
Nah, sure.
I might even go
Oh,
on
yeah,
a limb.
good.
This guy was a top 5 pick.
He wasn't.
Oh my
I might
God!
go on a
No
limb.
way!
He was not top
Oh
5.
my
He was
God!
top 10.
So
I'm
we'll
pretty sure he
we'll
was top
talk
10.
about you to ourselves. He was not
Yeah.
a top 5 pick.
Talk about him to yourselves. He was a high pick. I have a feeling he
I
was a
know
high
what he's
pick.
saying he wasn't, but not top 5. No way.
Top 10 was my initial
Yes, it
initial
was.
thing,
Yes,
right?
it was.
So
No,
Tavon
backpedal.
Austin.
Backpedal. Backpedal.
He was 8th overall,
8th?
guys.
All right.
All right.
So
he wasn't top 5.
Okay, when you go top 10 as a wide receiver, you better not be a guy who catches 9 freaking touchdowns. You understand that? So you crowning 9 touchdowns again, and Tavon Austin, who's just a guy in this league. He's just a guy. He's not special.
He's a specialist.
Listen,
he's a specialist.
He's more than just a
God.
guy.
He's
in
a
this league.
specialist.
Listen, when you go 8 overall, you are number 1. You are something special.
That's their fault.
I know, but listen, that number 8 draft pick doesn't go away from him, though.
You know.
You know what I mean? Like a player gets drafted a certain spot, we hold him accountable for that spot. You know what I mean? And he's never lived up to it. Is my point. I'm not saying the guy's not a specialist. He can't do some things on the football field, but as being a top 10 guy in the draft, you got to be more than that. A team drafted you to be more than that. Now that's their mistake, obviously, but the guy never lived up to.
You gotta use him. You know, you gotta use his abilities. You know, the best.
Okay,
That's
so
best.
listen,
It's best. It's going to help you.
Let's put it this way: the guy didn't have that bad of a year last year. I agree with you. I know exactly what you're saying. Okay, but I mean, he had 52 catches for 480 yards, five receiving touchdowns. He had 52 carries for 430 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns.
So he didn't even reach 1,000 yards total.
Looks like a little over 900. Plus,
So
he
he
had
didn't even reach 1,000 yards total. That's a
return
problem.
guy, right?
Plus, he had a punt return for a touchdown. And so he returns punts too. I mean, he's like a Swiss Army knife. I wouldn't consider him a number 1 wideout by any means.
No.
I would consider him a Swiss Army knife.
Well, listen, if you had
He
guys,
makes some plays. No, don't get me wrong.
no, if you have
But
guys
he's-
around him, I mean, if you have a
like
number
a-
1 around him, he could be more.
He's like Percy Harvin. He's that same guy.
Yeah, without the
Yeah.
without the headaches.
Yep, without the
Literally.
literally without the headaches.
Percy Harvin without the headaches and not being a weirdo.
Yeah, I just think when you get drafted that high, you need to be more, and that part of that's on the Rams for not addressing the other wide receiver needs and going and getting themselves a guy who is your prototypical 1 type wide receiver to put around him because he's not built to get put on the outside and go across the middle and do the things that a number 1 guy does.
He's a reverse guy, a bubble screen guy,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
And if you put talent around the kid, I would like him. If you look and put him on some of the teams that we talked about, you put him on Atlanta, where he gets to play with Julio, who takes so much attention already. You put him around a guy like that, I think he could be a real special player. But in terms of his career so far, he's been a guy. He's just been a guy. That's all. He can be more, but he's definitely 4th right now. I mean, you can make an argument in that division that he's not even on the list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we're not going team by team, we're just putting our best wideouts in the division. I mean, he essentially could just be not even on the freaking list.
No, man.
Right, Wilson?
Yeah. Oh yeah, as a receiver, probably like a guy like Tyler Lockett, better than him as a receiver.
Yeah, not a bad name. Not a bad name at all.
Yeah, he's a rook, right? Or second-year guy.
Yeah.
I like Lockett.
Yeah, you do?
I do.
Nah, that's fine.
He was a good player at Kansas State.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was. You got to put it all together. But at the end of the day, well, listen, let's take a break. On the other side, we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about the Eagles. Just, break it down a little bit. Some cuts are made. We already gave you our AP Top 25. What's going on there? That was released today. Our NFL Countdown. We broke down top 4 receivers in each division. We'll get an MLB playoff race moving forward. Olympics. Men's basketball winning the gold. We'll talk about that. We'll have 7 questions with Mr. Brodo. Not our usual 5-pack with the Pove. So a little switch up there. All this coming up. This is Agree, disagree, only on A2DRadio.com. And it's been brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City. And BMW Atlantic City this month has challenged their sales team. They must sell 100 vehicles, which means you save right now. Lease a certified pre-owned elite 2016 BMW 320i with X-Drive, just $299 a month for 36 months. The ultimate driving experience, closer than you think. BMW Atlantic City, easy to get to. Minutes off exit 37 on the Parkway. Online, BMW AtlanticCity.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located at 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. With over 40 years of customer experience giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com. Hey, do you consider yourself the next Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, or Jordan Spieth? Well, head on out on November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey for A2DRadio.com's first ever Real Talk Invitational. $125 per person to enter, teams up to 4 members, and it includes all you can eat and drink, and contests including longest drive, putting competition, closest to the pin, and the hole-in-one contest. Once again, it's November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey. The guys here at A2DRadio.com hope to see you there.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey, with over 40 years of customer experience giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
Hey, do you consider yourself the next Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, or Jordan Spieth? Well, head on out on November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey for A2DRadio.com's first ever Real Talk Invitational. $125 per person to enter, teams up to 4 members, and it includes all you can eat and drink and contests including longest drive, putting competition, closest to the pin, and the hole-in-one contest. Once again, it's November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey. The guys here at A2DRadio.com hope to see you there.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Hey, welcome back. Agree to Disagree right here on the worldwide leader, Real Talk, A2DRadio.com. The bad boys of sports talk, Tom Arnone, joined by the bad boys, Brian Wilson, Nick Delgazzo, Ryan Brodo on the ones and twos. I almost said Rapovia again because it's engraved in my goddamn head. Rapovia.
It's the bro.
The bro.
Doe.
And this segment brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, your certified public accountant. You can find them on the web, gibsonmayer.com. If you're just joining us, we started the show off and we broke down little top 4 wide receivers in each division in the NFL. We went over some news and notes going on in the league. We talked about, it's really our breakdown of the NFL moving up into the season is what we're doing here on Agree to Disagree. And if you're just joining us, our question, real simple. You can vote on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. What are you more looking forward to? The NFL season to kick off or the college football season to kick off? Real simple, yes or no. If you have another, like you're in the regular football essentially, like they call it overseas, screw yourself because we don't care about soccer.
What, soccer?
Yeah, we don't care about soccer.
Les foosball?
Yeah, we don't love soccer here.
Move to a different country if you like soccer. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. I actually got some bad looks. No comments because I'll just kill somebody. But I got some bad looks at the bar last night because I walked in. There was 4 guys in a row sitting with their friggin' Philadelphia Union jerseys on, and I was like, what is this? Is this like a fucking soccer bar now? What is this? And I was like, what, you guys go to the Union game? and then one guy's like, you would actually really enjoy it. I said, no, I wouldn't.
No, there's no enjoyment at all. I don't.
You know, if you
understand
went to a game, you'd really like it. I mean, I can kick a ball around in my backyard, and I wouldn't do that because it sucks. It's terrible. Get a game where you can use your hands like a fucking real man. Use your feet, weirdos. Christ Almighty, go move to South Africa.
You found yourself in a Man U bar last night, Manchester United.
I don't know what the hell was going on.
Got some Olay chants going on over
I
there.
felt like I was in Euro Trip.
Yeah, I
had to
was
start
just
my own chant or something.
You're in my seat, sir.
Me scusi.
So, gentlemen, talk a little. We'll talk a little Eagles, and then we'll jump into everything else.
Actually, you know what? I want to talk some baseball real quick.
So you're gonna jump it when we're gonna talk baseball in about 4 minutes, but
Okay.
you want to just.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I mean, there's nothing set in stone here, brother. I mean, we can talk baseball, but I'm just going over to.
Don't freeze me out like I'm Han Solo over here.
Well,
Come
nobody's
on.
freezing you out. We're just telling you how it is. We're just saying that we're gonna, this is what we're talking about right now, and you say, "Oh, I want to talk some baseball." Like we're not gonna freaking talk baseball. You know what I mean? You're just a freaking problem all the time.
I'm a problem all the time.
A constant.
Go watch Mataraki's live friggin' thing of SummerSlam. All right.
Listen, you know what I don't understand about you? You love to just constantly go back to them. Like that's all. Like you know what I mean? That's all I do on the book is I just pay attention to what Michael does.
You do.
Constantly. What the hell are you talking about?
You
Are
and
you
Mataraki,
okay?
you're best friends.
I don't understand. I think somebody's a little gel. Right, Sweeps? Think somebody's a little gel here?
No gel. No gel. First
lot
off,
of
you want to
gel.
talk about somebody, the guy, I didn't want to bring this up on air, but I will now, is the pure unprofessionalism of Tom Arnone just attacking me yesterday.
Yeah,
after
dude,
I made a simple suggestion on the book, I got attacked. My comment on the book got deleted, not by me.
I didn't
So
see
they
it.
so
it's not
they
for that.
they haywired it
It's
to where
not
they
for
could
that.
delete my comment, and then they called and attacked me, him and Lyons, on like a friggin' three-way call, just attacking.
Dude, the fucking group is not built for you to put out spelling errors, dude. That's why I have a freaking phone and you can text me. But you want to be the smartest guy in the goddamn room and puff your chest out on a group that, one, you don't own. 2, I do. 3, it's them 30 guys. It's not for that. It's for liking and sharing shit. You have a correction issue.
Pufferfish me?
No, yeah, because you're acting like a pufferfish. All right, English teacher, text me if you see the problem. It was up for 30 seconds and I changed it. You screenshotted it 45 freaking minutes ago when it was already correct, trying to be a hero. It was already correct. So I'm panicking like I got it wrong the second time. You know what I mean? That's why I'm yelling at the guy. The group, the A2D group, is not for taking shots.
It wasn't a shot.
Yes, it
I
is.
was
Everything
making
you do is a shot.
I was
You've
making
never
a
not taken
suggestion.
shots. Listen,
It was a suggestion, not a shot.
suggestions can come right through my text thread, right? It doesn't need to be a group setting, right? That's
You
something.
don't answer your text.
What are you talking about? I answer your text all the time. I answer your text all the time. I go, hey, Tom, I saw this error. You might want to fix it. Boom, I'm all over it then, right? But at the end of the day,
He thinks I was coming at him. I really wasn't coming at him.
dude, I'm working my balls off yesterday.
I actually
This is what I
thought-
love. Guys are roaming around, going to Union games, going and party with Union fans,
going to-
and I'm out here busting my ass for this station, and you got little
your
spelling
ass for
corrections.
the station.
Then text me it. That's all. Oh, no, I don't bust my ass for this.
I never said you don't.
You just did.
I didn't say that.
You're smart ass. Oh, busting his ass for this station.
Well, were you sitting at the computer? I'm not even going to say it.
Dude, I'm editing articles. I'm putting articles up on the site. Ryan Lochtey's.
You're doing a lot, dude. You are.
A lot's going on. So, listen.
You're doing too much. Do less.
Well, listen.
Do less.
Do less with more.
Do less. You're doing too much.
You know what it was? So it was accepted, right? And we wrote it out, and I'm like, well, let me just throw it in Google. Google's going to give me the answer and how, so I wrote exactly how I wanted it because I thought it was the A. And then what I do, we go and we make the change in 30 seconds. It didn't affect nobody because I'm not going to just leave it up there if I think something's not right. I'm going to go through the process, right? I posted, I'm like, I don't think that's not right. That's not the right word. So then I went in and I found the right word.
I
and
was
it was
just
all
saying because it was a good. I thought the article was good, and it
Article's
said
great.
The headline was "Apology Not Accepted." EXCEPTED, and I was like, that's not right. And so then I just made a comment.
45
about
minutes later, when it was already corrected, That's my issue. You text that. You know what I mean? You come to the guy for that. I'll jump right on there. I'm on there all day. If I see spelling errors, I get pissed off. But listen, me and Lions aren't going to lie to you. You know, English was not our forte. So, you know what I mean? Mistakes happen as long as you get it right. So if you see a mistake, Mr. 5%, act like it. You know what I mean? Don't go in a goddamn group setting. Come to the owner, right? Because that kind of shit gets you get your ass bought out.
Yeah, buy
that
me
kind
out
of
there.
shit. Puffing his chest on the phone like, I thought I had percentage of this. Well, I did give you 5.
No, because
okay?
you want to know why?
Hold on. Nothing's ever been signed. So watch your back.
Backtrack.
Nothing's ever been signed.
This is interesting.
There's
Backtrack,
been
please.
verbal agreements, okay?
All
Don't you even
verbal
try that
agreements.
shit.
I'm just talking
Verbal
about
agreements
yesterday's.
hold up in court.
Thin ice. Thin ice.
I'm just talking about yesterday's comment. I want you to backtrack. I want to hear the whole thing.
Which part?
The phone call.
Oh no, he came. He was like, you want me to say this on the air? I will. He called and he was like, "What the fuck is your problem?" And I was like, "What? It's good to talk to you too." I said, "What?" I was like, as soon as it rang, I said, "Well, I know what this is about." And I was like, "What? It's about what I just put." He's like, "That's not what." Basically, what he just said. That's not what that's used for. And he's like, "I'm the owner of this shit." You know. And I said, "I thought I got 10% or whatever."
And
You don't own shit. Is what he said. I was like, "Oh, all right. My bad. I said, I'm just trying to make a suggestion, you know.
I didn't
trying
say
to
you
help
don't own
I
shit.
said I'm trying to help.
I said
Trying to help the team. He's like, "You've never been a team player your whole fucking life." I'm like, "All right, here we go. Here we go.
So he thought
Here we go."
He thought he was a member of the Green Bay Packers. You know, got a little taste of it. You know, the fans are part owners of the Packers until that.
Well, the guy just, common courtesy, bro. You know what I mean? Like you don't go about it that way. You're trying to protect the guy who's running it. You're not caring about the 28 other freaking guys in the group when 15 of them, don't play by the game anyway. They don't play the game the right way anyway. And we're trying to get guys to lock in. And I got a guy over here taking shots at the guys working. That's my issue. No shit is spelling makes you look bad. That's why it's going to get right. It's not going to get left up if it's wrong, if we even think it's wrong. So just calm down. That's all I'm telling you. Them kind of actions are the actions that get you bought out in big business.
All right, apology
All right, well,
accepted.
that's all. Listen, I love you. I know where your head's at. There's no issues there.
Apology accepted.
I call him and I give. How many times in our
ACCEPTED.
groups did I tell him the group's not meant for that? Sweeps. You've heard me say it in the group, hey, it's not meant for that. You got something or an issue with something, come right to me. Right? But what does he do, big boy over here? He goes right to the group. It's like a magnet. Like, oh, I'm smarter than him. I'm coming hot. That's exactly what it is. So I'm going to call him and yell at him a little bit.
He just likes to start trouble.
I know he does. He does.
It does. It goes up his ass sideways. The grammar thing.
No shit.
So I know that to be a fact. But he is the world's biggest instigator, and he loves it.
I like
and
it.
he
I
eats
do
it
like
up.
it. I
He
do
eats
like
it
it.
up.
I like
it. There's nothing wrong with that. The guy likes to get his, roll his sleeves up and get in there in the
I
mud.
enjoy
He
it.
likes to get in the mud.
I didn't even think Tom had wrote that though, but I should have realized they did.
Such a jerk off. He don't see the Ralph Lauren tweet, right? He sees, he doesn't see that with hashtag A2D radio and Ryan Lochte being a grade A scumbag. He didn't see that in the tweet. He just
saw it.
Okay. React to the good stuff, Brian. All right. Turn my back on you.
It's fine.
Is that on camera or not?
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go live. If you're watching that, you can check us out live on our personal Facebook page, Agree or Disagree, our fan page. You can also go to A2D Radio. It's all owned by the same guy, ladies and gentlemen. But it's Agree or Disagree, A2DRadio.com. Again, if you're just joining us, a poll question, real simple. You can vote on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. What are you more excited about, the NFL season, the college season? And we talk about the Fazools being tossed around. Get you excited for Saturdays.
Everybody loves it.
I don't have a favorite college team. I just don't. You know what I mean? I grew up 4 for 4. I didn't grow up liking soccer. I didn't grow up liking any of the stupid shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you go to a soccer game, it's so much fun. Grow up. All right? Go to a football game like a man.
Soccer
All right?
games suck.
They suck. Like one goal.
2-1. It was awesome.
2-1. So much excitement. What excitement? People running around kicking a ball around?
It's adult ping pong.
That's what parents
Then you got to go chase it.
Parents who are scared of their kids getting hurt
with
go
ping
play
pong,
soccer.
With ping pong, you stay still.
I'd prefer to watch Mataraki live stream SummerSlam than watch a Union game.
It is always
Live now.
taking shots.
Yeah, well, he's live now. That's why. So I just saw it when he
So
was
listen,
outside.
out of the first 2 preseason games for the Eagles, what's your guys' thoughts right now? Opinions? What are your concerns? What excites you? Give it all to me.
I mean, we're
all.
vanilla. We're vanilla right now, but I like the fact that the defense has looked good, and they're taking the ball away, which is something we need to do. I mean, like I said, you can't take much from preseason, especially last year when we took way too much from the preseason. So,
14-2.
I mean, I think I was saying like 16-0.
I think you did. There might have been a 19-0.
but yeah,
I mean, I'm going to say that I'm intrigued with how the defense has looked, and I like getting to the 4-3. I like Schwartz, and I'm hoping that our defense is good because there's a lot of offense in the NFC East, and we're going to need to play good D. But our offense, I don't know. I mean, Sam has thrown the ball well, but he's captain check down, so we need to get Jordan in there and looking good because the receivers don't look that great. So
I thought he made some real good throws.
He did throw the ball.
I thought he made some good throws on Thursdays.
He doesn't throw the ball deep.
No, I understand. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be that guy anymore.
I don't think he is that guy, but hopefully with Jordan.
But he threw, some real tight spirals right on the money. Guys coming right out of their break, and it was right on them by the time they got their head around.
Which is what you want. That's what you
exactly. Want. Put the ball we finally seen Aguilar make a play. Whether it's one or not. Sam threw it up there where only he could get it. And he actually showed he had a pulse and went up and got one. Then he dropped one that was right in his hands, too.
14 completions for 118 yards. It's not enough yards per completion, but he still was, 14 of 18 with 2 drops? So, I mean, he was
14, 19, yeah.
With 2 drops. He's putting the ball where he wanted it, which is good. That's a good sign.
No,
and like I said, I stand by the fact that if Sam's healthy, I think we can have a good year because I think Sam's a good enough quarterback that we can have a good year if our defense plays well.
Yeah, it's all about the turnover difference. You know what I mean? Can you win a turnover game? Can Bradford, like we talk about, can the check downs be a benefit to him of not turning the football over? Because that's what it's going to come down to. Sam Bradford has a touchdown interception ratio where he throws 25 touchdowns and 8 to 10 picks or even 12 picks. I mean, that's something you can live with. He has to carry the football.
2-to-1.
2-to-1 ratio is what you're looking for. 3-to-1 something special. And
3-to-1's
that's not
3-to-1 superstar.
That's not who he is. But 2-0. You know what I mean? 2-0 rate. Like some games where he took 2 touchdowns, no pick.
Yeah.
Take care of the football.
The
defense is going to be better. Let the defense keep you in games and win you games. And I hate the game manager. I hate that phrase for quarterbacks. But a little bit of it, where he needs to manage a little bit. He needs to manage the game.
It's an actual term, as much as, you might not like it, it's a term. And if you can, like Willie said, the fact that they're, getting turnovers is, it doesn't matter if it's, preseason or not. They're showing that ability to bend, not break, because the Steelers, move the ball pretty good. Landry Jones, went up and down the field, but they were able to make,
they didn't score any points.
They didn't score any points. Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. You can go all the way up and down the field.
You can move the ball all you want. If you don't score points, we don't give a shit.
Absolutely.
You have 500 yards.
You know what I mean? And to see Jenkins, great defensive play by Leotis, to get a piece of it, and then Jenkins,
tip drill.
Yeah, to make a little ball hawk and go get that. And then the young dude, I call him Simba. What a play! I thought that was a tremendous pick. I mean, almost like a veteran pick right there. He just rolled his head. He actually ran the route for that for that kid and was there. Fantastic. There's some bright spots. And I think Barner looks fast. He looks a little crisp. It's preseason, and you're not getting overly excited, but I feel he looks a little fast and crisp.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited, like you said, because we made the mistake last year.
But my biggest thing, sorry, not cut you off.
No, you're good. We're just ready for the football. I'm ready.
Yeah, my biggest plus, and he's not even on the team yet, is the Paul Turner guy. I think he needs to make this team. I think the guy brings energy,
he's catching
passion,
the ball.
And what a one-handed catch that was.
He's catching the ball.
And it just feels like he's, he could be a little playmaker, or a possession guy, whatever it is.
Listen, we need it. We need it. I'll cut Josh Huff in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Go back to Oregon, live with Chip. I don't care. See ya.
No, agreed.
Chip's like his dad, right, or something?
Something like that. I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
They might have been seeing each other or something. They could have been seeing each other when we know what we found out about Chip. You know what I mean? And how soft Josh Huff is on the football field. It wouldn't surprise me.
Lighting the
if them two were seeing each other. Let me give you guys a little more. Let me give you guys a little more or less, right?
Team Chip.
Team Chip. Chip's bedroom's always open. His office, not so much. Bedroom, always open for you guys. Catch on, people.
That's
more or less.
That's terrible.
More or less. Sam Bradford. over 3,700 yards, more or less.
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 He's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he doesn't get hurt, but he's going to get – if he doesn't get hurt, I'll say more.
You say more than 3,700. So if you play 16
But
games, you
if
got
play
over.
16 games, right around 4,000.
Oh, all right.
I'm sticking put. I'm going to stay pat.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, you know,
I'll have more than Tannehill.
He
Captain
got pissed
checked
at
out.
you.
He
No, he
thinks
got
he's gonna
pissed
go.
at. He got so mad at you, and then he's got to go Tannehill, right? He got so pissed off. He
Where
didn't
else
like
am I
that.
going to go? Where am I going to go?
He didn't like it. He's just going over. He didn't like it. You said, "I'm going to stay put." He didn't like
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to stay put. All right.
Well, I'm going to go
Tannehill
right
should
over.
stay put.
36.99.
I'm going to go right over. 38, 39. I mean, he could reach 4,000, but it all depends on the check down game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know, what did wide receivers help him out at all this year? You know what I mean? Dorial Green Beckham. Is that an asset? Is it a good ad? Is it a head case? Is the guy's going to drop passes? Jordan Matthews. Are the yips gone?
Can we?
You know,
I mean, can we
the
possibly
list goes
catch
on,
the ball
gentlemen.
this year?
The list
we
goes
dropped
on.
the ball way too much last year.
Ryan Matthews, Mr. Injury Prone himself. More or less, 1,000 yards.
More.
Ooh, so
I don't
he's
think
gonna be
1,000
healthy?
yards is the big
No, but you're going
thing now.
That's not about that. It's about his health.
not what it
you
was.
think
I
he's
think
gonna be healthy?
1,300 is the big number. If you get
not.
1,300, you're a really good running back.
Yeah, it's not
I
what it
think
used to
I
be.
think he'll get 1,000 to 1,100.
Do you think he's going to be healthy?
I mean, relatively,
All right.
yeah. I think he could miss 3 or 4 games and get 1,000 yards.
Good. Sweeps?
Yeah, more.
More. I'm going less.
11,
Wow.
12.
I'm just going less until I see a full season out of the guy. I can't commit to him getting 1,000 yards because I don't think he's going to play enough games.
And you like this Spotwood guy, don't you?
Smallwood.
Smallwood, or whatever the hell his name is.
I don't like Smallwood at all. I'm not in love with the running backs. I mean, I like Ryan Matthews when he's healthy.
I'll tell you what I
There's
would
no
like.
question 1,000 yards if he's healthy.
You know what I would do? Almost. I know he's suspended, but I might bring Carlos Williams in. Just got cut by Buffalo. Carlos Williams can play.
I think it was more of a fact that he turned into a fat turd. Right?
Is he a fat turd?
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
Well,
He
he's
came
suspended.
in, he
He's
was like-
suspended, right?
He's smoking the bowl.
Yeah, but he came in way out of shape. He was like up to 260. Not at the time of the cutting. I'm not sure the actual weight, but that's the reports I heard. He was, he ballooned up.
Okay,
yeah.
well, yeah, we don't
But
want
no,
that.
he can absolutely play.
He can play.
I loved him.
Not
last
at
year.
260. He
Yeah,
can't
no,
play,
no.
but he can play.
No, he can. Yeah, not at 260. But
No.
Jordan Matthews, more or less, 1,100.
More, way more.
Way more. All right.
He had more than 1,100 last year, didn't
No,
he?
he didn't. He didn't get to 1,000 last year.
Oh, well, my bad.
He was like 7 or 8 yards short or something.
He was right there.
He was real close. Yeah.
But if they're going to be good, then it's got to be more.
Well, if he
he's
caught,
got-
if he catches,
Yeah.
if he catches a third of the balls he drops last year, he had 1,100 yards.
All right, so you're going more. That's fine. Sweets more. I'll go more with that as well. Dorial Green Beckham.
I think Matthew says 1,400.
Dorial Green Beckham, more or less 700 yards.
I think he's going to have around 600, 6 to
I
700.
would say
yeah.
less. I think he's more of a red zone
Yeah.
weapon. Just like when
I
he
like to
came
see
in,
him have more.
just
than
like when he came in the other night, it was just a terrible ball by Chase Daniel. You throw it
Yeah.
up there and let him go get it.
I like to see
More
him
or
have
less. How about
Boom.
more or less 8 touchdowns?
Now, there's interesting. That's
See,
an
that's
interesting
right.
question.
I would like
Still
him,
a lot of
I'd
touchdowns,
like
though.
him to have 8.
Yeah.
I mean,
So should we
I
make it
think-
7? More or less 7?
let's say I think he's going to catch more than 5, 6 to 8. I think it would
So
be a
more
good
or
number.
less 7 then.
Okay, fine.
You going over, more, or you going less?
Less.
I'll go exactly 7.
I said 8. He goes exactly freaking 8. I go 7. He goes exactly freaking 7. Well, I'm going less. On that one.
That's fine.
Play a little defensive game here. Right? We'll go a little DM game. Brandon Graham, more or less 9.
More.
sacks.
Double-digit sacks for Brandon Graham this year.
Sweeps.
Less.
I'm going to go more. Connor Barwin, more or less 7.
Exactly 7.
Less.
I'm going to go more. I'm going to go more of both of them. I think he's going to get over 7. Vinny Carey, who I think has a really good year, more or less 9.
Less. I don't like Vinny Carey.
More.
I'm going to go more, too. I got a lot
Free
of
up
guys
with
getting
some-
sacks.
Yeah, well, the triple team Fletcher is, frees Vinny up. So we'll see.
My man, Marcus Smith, more or less 5.
Less.
Less than 5 tackles.
I'm going to go more. Fucking idiot.
Was that tackles or sacks?
That's less all day, but yeah, I don't even know if you need it.
He's gonna get cut, dude.
He's not gonna get
Can
cut.
you stop, please? Can you please stop this Marcus Smith puff? I can't wait. I actually hope he plays
put
well
more or
so
less
that he can
5
just,
sacks,
he can
not
just
puffing.
puff around. Puff
What are you
around.
talking about puffing around, dude? I gave you more or less 5 sacks. That's puff.
We're gonna make it.
That's puff.
We're gonna
You
make,
act like I fucking came out here and said more or less 12.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make a
Or
music.
more or less 18. He's beating Strahan. More or less.
it's-
What are you talking about, dude?
NC-17 tonight.
We're gonna make we're gonna make a music video called House of Our Noon. Puff around.
I'm not puffing a chest over
Puff
5.
around. Puff around.
Puff, puff,
Puff your chest and get down. Puff, puff.
Easy,
Tom our
Snoop.
Noon puffs.
Less.
Easy, Snoop. Les? Snoop Dogg, what do you got?
You know how I
Snoop-a-loop.
feel about Marcus.
What, Marcus Smith?
got
Are
more-
we still on Marcus Smith?
You got
He's
less-
going to get cut. He's not going to have a sack. He won't be on the team.
So they're cutting him.
He stinks.
God, he got a sack the other night, didn't he?
No one cares.
Well,
They're going 70%. Remember?
I'm just making a point. To your point, he had a sack.
They're going 70% out there. That's
I'm
why
just saying
that's why he's getting sacks.
Listen, every time the guy was able to put his hand in the dirt, he
Use
can
your
get
words.
pressure. That's all I'm saying. The guy can get pressure on the quarterback. I'm not in love with the guy. He's your 4th DN, dude. You have not making a team.
Okay, you want
You're
to
an
know
idiot.
you want to know
You're
what
an
he's
idiot.
going to do?
You're an idiot.
I'm going to walk into Acme on like October 13th,
And he's
then
gonna be
I'm
your
gonna-
cashier.
I'm gonna
Okay, I
say,
got
dude,
you.
can you put them in plastic and not paper, please? And it's going to be like, yeah, sir. Sorry, thank you so much.
That's how that conversation's going to go?
Exactly
Well,
how it's gonna
lame.
go.
I would have hoped that you at least attack a little bit for getting cut. But you just go in wherever
I won't
you
even
go,
know who he
stand
is because I'm hungover. It's Sunday morning. I'm ready for football, and he's probably sitting there like, oh, I can't even watch football now since I can't play.
back. That's how it's going to happen.
Exactly.
More or less, Fletcher Cox, 10.
More or less. More so, rip your torso.
Less.
Less?
Just because
Fletcher?
he's just going to get doubled.
Big year for Fletch.
You got over 10 sacks.
I think he might win Defensive Player of the Year.
I like where your head's at.
14 for Fletcher at the D tackle position.
14.
Big year for Fletch.
Oh, that was a little fun game.
Yeah.
Just thought of that one right now. Figured we could spice it up a little bit. Let's dive right into Major League Baseball season.
Throw a little cayenne on there.
It's brought to you by the Sports Outlet, Glendora, New Jersey. Find them on the web, sportsoutletinc.com. And a little MLB playoff race starting to heat up a little bit. We're getting
bit.
closer to September, and there's a lot of tight races. I mean, everybody's in the mix here, especially when you bring that second wild card into play. Everybody's in the mix.
That's
So-
why I can't believe. I was going to text you guys the other night. I think that the Pirates front office is probably all going to get fired because I think when they unloaded guys, they forgot about the second wild card. A couple days ago, they were one back of the second wild card, and they got rid of Francisco Liriano. We know he wasn't having a great year. I get that, but he was healthy enough, and he's still a productive pitcher. You get rid of your closer, Mark Melanson. You don't bring up that pup that we talked about a couple months ago. I think it was Josh Bell. Came up, had that tremendous weekend against the Cubs. So it was really strange what they were doing in Pirate Land.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's just it's like poor front office work, really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think Pittsburgh's not bad. McCutcheon's had like a really weird down year. Like I thought he was going to bounce back. He really hasn't.
He got benched for
I mean,
a series. It was
he hasn't been
like
playing
like a month ago. And
well at all,
guys were going nuts
so.
about it. Clinton just wanted to give him a weekend to clear his head, and guys like some of those wily veteran guys that are announcers were like, "Man, that never should happen." You get through it or not. You need a mental break or whatever. That's just kind of how they try to get through it.
Well, the Baltimore Orioles better watch their rear view, because
they're already in third.
I mean, well, they're that last wild card spot.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're talking about the last wild card spot, there's a certain team that's winners of 8 straight, the Kansas City Royals, and are creeping up. 4 out now. So
Well, that's what they do.
Teams got to put them on notice. The Royals are coming. World Series champs coming up.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
We're coming
that's
right
far
up
out.
their
Yeah.
tail.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
how
they're
does
coming. They're
How
coming.
does a Baltimore, Detroit, Seattle, more Baltimore? How do they handle that? How do you handle that? Do you lose the 2 straight? So obviously,
I was talking to Brodo.
they're watching.
I was talking to Brodo earlier when you guys were on break, and there was some wild. I like to talk about this. There was some wild stuff that happened in the MLB, like the last couple days, really. like Friday, the Orioles, which it's not, there's no way it's ever happened before, in my opinion. But the Orioles hit 4 homers Friday before they made an out in the game.
It's never happened.
Leadoff homer, walk, homer, 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 back to back to back. Machado, Davis, Trumbo. So they scored. They went up 5-0 without having an out and hit 4 homers
And lost.
and lost the game.
Yeah.
15-9 or whatever. Like, that's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's nuts. You need some pitching, Baltimore. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Wade Miley, not enough.
Not the answer.
Scrub. And then so you had that. You had the relief pitcher. You had the relief pitcher for the Reds who comes back from bereavement leave after his dad dies suddenly. First game back, he gets to bat because he's pitching in the 6th and 7th inning. He bats in the bottom of the 6th with first and second and takes the guy out.
Wow.
3-run homer. Like, first career homer. Obviously, he's a relief pitcher. He doesn't bat hardly ever, you know? I mean, that's just – that's incredible.
Yeah,
right there, you got that. There's a bunch of stuff just the last couple of days. That's why baseball's the best, man.
Inside the park.
It really is. Inside the park, walk off.
Inside the park, walk off.
Tyler Naquin, my boy.
Yep.
I love Tyler Naquin.
Yeah, everybody's your boy when they're successful.
I picked him in fantasy. You didn't
I'm
even
sure
know who
you
he
did.
was until Thursday, so don't start.
Okay, I had no idea who he was.
He had
You're
no
right.
clue.
What the hell are you
Clueless.
talking about? You
Clueless.
make no sense when you talk. I
Like
had no
Alicia
idea who he was.
Silverstone over there.
The AL MVP, Mookie Betts, right now.
Mookie.
And I love Altuve too.
It's got to be
Yeah,
Altuve. It's Altuve. Mookie Betts a monster though. Don't get me wrong, but it's
Yeah.
Altuve. He's hitting 365.
Oh no! Listen, I'm not. I mean,
And he's got
I'm
21
just gonna tell you the
homers.
power numbers are there. All the numbers.
But
are right across
Altuve's
the
got
board
21
until
too,
you
though.
win. Oh yeah. He's not like a little punch and Judy. Absolutely.
But he always has been a punch and Judy. You know, just a couple
He
duck
usually gives you
snorts for like
15.
320.
Usually, I think
The most he's ever had though,
15,
I think, was 15 going into this year.
Yeah,
Already
well,
got
the fact that
21.
they're
He's
not
probably gonna
winning-
hit 25.
I just hate to get my head around it. Like we always talk about. I know that it doesn't matter in baseball. It's just if you don't win, it takes it away from
Yeah,
me.
but
his year.
But how far out are they? Are they far
They're
enough
going
out?
south now. They're going back.
They're far
down.
enough out.
They came and then they went back down. They kind of free fall. They were bringing, I think that Cuban guy up today. He was DH, and I think they got rained out in Baltimore.
No, they started playing late.
Because he was going to DH because Bregman's starting to hit now. Bregman's getting red hot.
Bregman's hitting, yeah.
Gurrieri or
Yeah.
something. I think.
Gurriel.
Gurriel, the Cuban guy.
They're playing, by the way. It's the 6th
okay.
inning.
I got you. Did he get a hit?
Gurriel 1 for 2.
There you go. First major league hit. In the NL, it's a slam dunk. It's Chris Bryant. I mean, they're on the best team in baseball, and he's just out of his mind right
He
now.
is a monster.
And Madden wants him and Rizzo to split it.
And how about this little fun fact? Bryant has a chance of winning College Player of the Year, Minor League Player of the Year, MLB Rookie of the Year, and the NL MVP in 4 consecutive years.
Wow.
That ever happened?
Nope.
Nope. Wow.
Insane.
Guy's a stud. There's no question
no,
in that.
absolutely.
There's no
So
question
wait, what
in
is
that.
it? What were the 4? College
Player of the Year,
Year.
Minor League Player of the Year, NL Rookie of the Year, and NL MVP.
That's going to get you
He
some
gets
tail.
I don't think he suffers.
Yeah, I
in
was
that
gonna
department.
say. I was gonna say.
Well, I don't think
I was gonna
he's
say
suffering.
he's in Chicago. He's playing for the Cubs and they're winning games. He's the best player. I think he's full up
Yeah.
over there in the second city.
Would you say he's full up?
Oh yeah, like his
He's up to his eyes in skirts.
yeah.
He's up to his eyes in
Yeah.
skirts.
Okay.
he's
yeah.
bathing in if you would.
He's bathing in thongs.
Well, they're bathing in whatever he's putting on them. Sorry, somebody get a little aggressive. But
I don't even know where you went with that.
you really want me to clarify that?
No, we're
Okay,
good. We're good.
All right, I just wasn't sure if you needed me to clarify him putting it all over him. But if you need clarification on that, that's fine. I can clarify.
All right, combat. Let's go. Next, what's the next thing we're talking about?
Talking baseball. Gardner, catch
That
of
was,
the year.
that was. I don't know. It was catch of the year. It was a great catch. I think
With the fans hanging all over him made it better.
Yeah, that was true.
He
The
went into the
basically
stands.
into the stands.
Yeah, you can find that video a2dradio.com's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
The one
So, you
the
know,
one from the night before, Ben Revere, was pretty impressive too.
Keeping people locked in. Sorry.
You're not sorry. I know how you are.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah.
The Revere's catch the night before might
Isn't
be
that your
better.
boy,
Who?
Revere?
Yeah.
Big Ben fan.
Oh yeah, big Ben fan. Yeah.
I like Ben a
I
little
swear
bit.
this
I like
guy.
Ben.
You do like Ben.
I did
Oh,
like
not
Ben
me.
a little bit. Where does that come from? I like the guy a little bit when he played here.
You gave me that look. Okay, I saw the look.
Now you want to ask your boy Willie if he's done with Velasquez?
Oh, I am. Yeah.
I'm not done.
Are you ready to
No,
make
no,
that
I'm
move now? You ready to make that freaking move now?
No, I'm not ready to make the move.
I'm tired of being this right all the time.
You're not right at all.
It's a shame. I told you that he's too fastball heavy, okay? And once he's 2-3 times through a lineup, he gets shelled. It's been consistent.
He's 23, man.
Oh, my God. So every child can get shelled in the big leagues. It's okay because he's 23. Chris Bryant's freaking 21. When you're good, you're good.
Chris Bryant's not 21, first off. He's 24. And secondly,
23.
He's 24. You're wrong. And
he's a pup. The same age. That's the point. They're the same age.
We're talking about a pitcher and a hitter.
What's the point?
Chris Bryant was also a highly talented, way more highly talented than Victor Velasquez.
I'm just talking in general, dude.
Well, I'm talking
age doesn't matter if you're good.
I'm talking in general that you don't know what you're talking about. And secondly, I don't want to move him to the pen. Let him pitch. I think he'll be fine. It's the end of the year. He has never pitched this many innings in his life. Give the guy a break.
Oh, he's never pitched as many innings.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Okay. Bulldogs,
Bulldogs
lock in.
I just wanted to hear the
debate.
Adjustment.
You just want this to happen. We know who you are.
No, it's a lack of adjustment.
All
dude.
right.
Do you watch him pitch?
I see you.
Do you watch him pitch? Really,
yes, I've seen him pitch.
Enough. Have you seen him pitch over the last month? Enough.
I watched him today.
Okay. Do you not see that there's nothing else to throw?
Well, he's going to develop that, dude. That's what the offseason's for.
Okay. That's what last offseason was for, too, right?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm just saying. Brian,
he's young, Tom.
It's hard.
Guys get better as they get older. You're not expecting – okay, obviously there's been an influx of these really young guys playing really well. You know, Harper and Trout and Betts and Bryant and Correa. But, like, most of the time, guys, they take some time to develop and get better. That's how baseball's been for years, all right? They're not just going to come in and win and be an 18-game winner at 22. It doesn't happen. Let the kid develop some pitches. Christ almighty. I'm telling you, I think Mark Appel is better off going to the pen. I've told you this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'd rather have Mark Appel go to the pen.
You've never seen Mark Appel pitch in a big league game, and we're gonna make him move for a guy who not only is hurt for the whole year, but we're gonna make.
Yeah, but he throws hard, and he's obviously been struggling to stay healthy. I think the pen would be smarter for him.
So to pitch more
saves him a little bit.
It does save you. It saves you some, Mr.
If you're a closer, you got to come out.
Yeah, but it's fine. But you're
3, 4, 5
you ratchet up for 12 pitches.
Okay, yeah, but you're throwing how many in the warm up to get ready? I mean, what are you talking about, dude? It's hard. It might be harder for him with an arm injury to come back and have to throw every day than it is to come out and throw once a week.
As a starter, you're throwing between innings too, though.
Yeah, I know you're throwing, but I'm just saying that.
They're all throwing.
What makes you
don't try to think they're not throwing.
I know that, but what makes you think that a bullpen's gonna be easier on the arm?
No, I didn't say bullpen. Between innings, you're throwing too. So
no, I know, but he's saying that he's making the point that because of the injury,
I'm saying it's just less. It's less pitching. That's all. That's what it is. You're not going to throw as many innings if you throw out of the pen. That's just fact.
Okay. All right, I'm not disagreeing with that.
You can't disagree. It's fact.
Okay, that doesn't make Mark Appel a closer though.
I know. I just think he has the stuff that he could be.
Okay, you're looking at a guy right now who has the stuff. And in the first 2 innings of baseball games, the guy's been pretty lights out if you go look at his splits, okay? And if you really go pay attention to the guy like I have and look at his splits, you'll see that when he starts getting hit around is the 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's consistent, which means to me is he's got stuff enough to get you out one time, okay? He's got good enough stuff to do that, okay? You can miss on 98. Hold on. You can miss at 98 one time through and get away with it sometimes, okay? But if you're going to miss the same spot again, your second time through, guys are going to hit that all day. So you can get away with throwing hard and having hard stuff for 1 inning. You can get away with that. You can't get away with that over the course of a game. Look what St. Louis did to him today. A good baseball team said, okay, you're going to throw hard all game. You're not going to mix it up. One, you're not great at hitting spots to begin with. We're gonna hit the cover off the ball. Good teams hit him. Just like all these idiots out here that said, oh, Philly's 6.5 out, and went before the Dodgers came in. Dude, they're going to lose 2 or 3, and they're going to lose 2 or 3 because they're not good enough yet.
No shit.
But this is what people are putting out there. I'm just telling you this.
People are dumb.
I know this. We're talking about people being dumb.
I know.
All right, you're going to argue. You're going to argue with me about. Okay, here we go. He's going to argue with me about people being dumb. This is what he's arguing with me about. Trying to spice this up.
I mean, he's definitely electric. He just, he doesn't have.
I got to argue with a dumb guy every Sunday. How do you think I feel?
He just doesn't have. He don't have command yet. He's got. There's a difference between control and command. A guy that can fill up the zone every once in a while, and then a guy that has command he can throw three, 4 pitches, whatever he has in his repertoire, anytime he wants, in any count, whenever he wants. So he's not there yet, but that comes with seasoning.
I was going to say, you develop that, and then you know what? Then he does get through 6, and he's still electric, and then you know what? He turns into one of the better starting pitchers in the league.
How long?
I'm with you both.
How long does it take to develop that?
Maybe another year.
Last year.
Maybe another year.
Okay. All right. I think that now. I think you're being too soft. I think you're being
I'm
soft.
too
Like,
soft.
okay, we'll nurse everybody. When kids, we'll just nurse. It's a nursing.
Well, we have
got our kid out. Wilson's got his
we
kid out.
basically have a
his
nursery,
and he's nursing away with all the kids. Oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay because you're still a kid. So we're going to expect you to just fail all the time. It's fine. Not get better as the season goes on. We're going to expect you to get
he's
worse.
got the best record of any
Dude, he's
pitcher on the
gotten
team.
worse, which proves a point to me. It proves a point.
It's not that he's gotten worse. It's just that he's.
It's not that he's gotten worse.
He hasn't pitched as many innings, dude. He's breaking down a little bit. That's all. He's let him work through it.
Okay, then
It's
he should go to the
baseball.
bullpen where he doesn't have to
It's
worry about throwing so many
baseball.
innings. Exactly. So we're not here to. Oh,
So
baby.
who's starting instead of him? You want to have Morgan starting? Who you want starting? Huh? We're moving him to the pen right now. Who's starting? Come on, who's starting?
Who's starting? I really
Who's
don't
starting?
care.
You don't know. You don't know.
Because I don't care who
'Cause
starts.
You have no answer.
Okay, Lively then. Bring Lively up.
Okay,
Okay, there's your answer.
that's fine. What if he doesn't pitch well?
Well, he's a kid, so it's okay, right? We'll cross that bridge when he gets older.
You're the worst.
Well, this is your excuse.
You are the
That's
worst.
your argument. He's a baby.
It's crazy.
Oh, Vinny.
It's
Philly
amazing.
Vinny. Here you go, baby. I'm rocking you to freaking bed because you don't make goddamn adjustments.
when
on the
does your
mound.
show
You
start
haven't got
again?
better.
Huh?
You've gotten worse. Okay, you try to throw 95, 96, 97 by everybody all the time, like it's minor league baseball here, and you act like you can get away with it. Okay, there's no adjustments on the mound from the kid. His own manager came out and said, "Dude, enough. Enough with hard. His manager threw him under the bus for it and said that's a bad outing. It's 3 outings ago because all he wanted to do in the 6th inning is throw fastball, and he got beat up by it. Okay, now, yeah, one of it's confidence in your other pitches, but you're a big league pitcher. You can't be a starter with 1 pitch. You can't.
Can't be a closer either.
You got a better chance, maybe.
No.
For 1 inning.
No.
We're usually facing 3, 4, 5.
No, I know.
Top, though, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, what are your chances? 1 time through? You see his success rate 1 time through. We see it. First inning of games, he's coming out throwing smoke. So you can get away with that, throwing 99 for 1 inning, putting it all out there. My point is, though, you can. There's more of a chance of you sneaking by that than through the 4th or 5th inning. You're not going to get by anymore.
The last
That's
3
all.
outs are so tough.
I know this.
Yeah, I mean, I know. You're not saying they aren't, but I'm
I'm
saying
not-
they're so tough.
This isn't going to be an easy.
Yeah, man.
It wouldn't be an easy move
Yeah.
for the kid.
Yeah.
You know what's between your legs is a big part of it too. But I like the kid. When I see him come out in the 1st inning, this is why I see closer stuff because I see dominant. I see a guy who's dominant. But as the game goes on, maybe to your point of getting worn down a little bit is a part of it. But when you're coming out and you're leaving it all out, trying to throw 99, 99, you're going to wear yourself out. You're just going to. So my point to this guy is, don't tell me that he's too young to develop the changeup in this league. Don't tell me he's too young to be able to throw a good slider in this league.
He just got to throw it with confidence where he knows that he can throw it for a strike.
Dude, Cole Hamels came in this league, and I'm making a point here, at a young age with 2 pitches, okay? He had 2 pitches.
But he had a Bugs Bunny changeup.
But my point is there was a difference in speed, okay, which made him successful early on in his career. When you're a one-trick pony and you're hard, and we talk about command, we talk about control, the whole 9, and you don't have that yet, you're gonna get crushed in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning. This is why this guy doesn't go through 6. If he does, he's definitely not going through 7 ever, right? I mean, we all got geeked up because the guy threw like 15 strikeouts early on in the year, or 14, whatever he threw, right? We all got geeked up.
I think it was 16.
Well, whatever, and rightfully so. But and I think it went to his head a little bit too, in a way, because he just gets too in love with the fastball. And maybe you can get away with that for 1 inning, but you're just not going to get away with that continuously. And we talk about adjustments in this game, how important they are, pitch by pitch. We talk about it all the time.
Well, I mean, great pitchers can serve. They can serve their pitch count by pitching to contact. When they get a strikeout when they need to.
Yep.
All right, and there's guys. Historically, they're strikeout pitchers. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But there's most of the great ones they pitch to contact. They keep their pitch count down.
Keep themselves in the game.
They can go deep in the game. Yeah.
Well, his thing, he leaves it all out there, and he runs up big-time pitch counts because everything's going 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2,
Yeah, he doesn't have the control.
So, yeah, and I'm not
But
saying,
you can develop the control.
Maybe he can. Maybe he can.
I think he definitely can.
All right, well, listen, while we're talking a little baseball here, and then we're going to move on, we'll talk a little Olympics. You know, that's enough baseball, right?
Yeah, we're fine. Usain Bolt's pretty fast.
Pretty fast. Well, let's do this. Let's take our last break. We'll come back. On the other side, we'll wrap it up with our questions from Mr. Bro Doe. Well, we'll talk about the Olympic basketball, too. Win another gold. It's a great day for USA basketball. Just dominating. And that's
USA.
And that's even
USA.
Boys, that's without the greats, too. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great players on this team right now. But that's without your LeBron. You know what I mean? So there's
no LeBron, no Curry, no Harden.
Yeah, there's some players missing. But listen, at the end of the day.
KD's pretty good.
They flat out got it done. And you can kill that. Thank you, everybody, for listening on our Facebook Agree to Disagree. On our fan page, you can check everything else out on our main page, a2dradio.com, where you can check all our posts out, all our content. I'm walking up. What up? Later. All right. So, on the other side, we'll talk Olympic basketball. USA roll job over the Serbs. Serbs playing house money, though. Definitely house money for Serbia.
Yeah, they get the silver medal.
Go home happy. Your country's falling to shit anyway. But
I mean, it's already been fell to shit.
Well,
it's not
trying
falling.
to be a little nice.
It's not falling. It's done fell.
It's Olympic season. I'm trying to be nice to
They
people.
done walking around.
There's no reason to be nice.
None at all.
None whatsoever.
All right, that's completely fine.
Cutthroat.
That's how we do it. We're cutthroat.
You're cutthroat, Bri?
That's right, Tom.
I think you're soft as Charmin, to be honest with you.
That's fine.
Because Vinny's a baby, and it's okay. Vinny will make his adjustments, and he'll be great. And because I love him because he
When
throws
is his
hard.
new show?
I just fall in love with the
when
hardness.
does your show come back on FX?
Which one's that, Bri?
You're the worst. That show, aren't you the star?
Appreciate it. Appreciate the shout out. Yeah, it's going back in like September.
Yeah. I'll be sure to check it out.
Thanks, buddy. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Probably disowning you because you're just something else today.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good comeback there.
Dude,
Cool.
I'm producing too, so I'm looking at this. I'm
and
about
you're
to play a
producing
commercial.
too. Oh.
I'm about to play a commercial.
Oh, cry us a fucking river, dude.
All right.
Cry me a river.
Got a lot of
Be
balls
careful.
there.
Be careful. We could get blocked on YouTube for you singing that good.
I am good.
They could think it's the real song, and we
You're
get,
right.
we
They
get
could.
blocked.
They could.
This segment was brought to you. First off, you listen to Agree, Disagree right here, the Bad Boys of Sports Talk on the Worldwide Leader of what? Real Talk, a2dradio.com. And this segment was brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City. And this month they challenge their sales team. Actually, every month they challenge their sales team. They must sell 100 vehicles, which guess what? You save. Right now, lease a certified pre-owned elite 2016 BMW 320i with X Drive, just $299 a month for 36 months. The ultimate driving experience is closer than you think. BMW Atlantic City. Easy to get to. Minutes off exit 37 of the Parkway. Online, BMW of AtlanticCity.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com. Hey, do you consider yourself the next Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, or Jordan Spieth? Well, head on out on November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey for A2DRadio.com's first ever Real Talk Invitational. $125 per person to enter, teams up to 4 members, and it includes all you can eat and drink and contests including longest drive, putting competition, closest to the pin, and the hole-in-one contest. Once again, it's November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey. The guys here at A2DRadio.com hope to see you there.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey, with over 40 years of customer experience giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
Hey, do you consider yourself the next Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, or Jordan Spieth? Well, head on out on November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey for A2DRadio.com's first ever Real Talk Invitational. $125 per person to enter, teams up to 4 members, and it includes all you can eat and drink and contests including longest drive, putting competition, closest to the pin, and the hole-in-one contest. Once again, it's November 5th at Valley Brook Country Club in Blackwood, New Jersey. The guys here at A2DRadio.com hope to see you there.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey, with over 40 years of customer experience giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
You're listening to the bad boys of sports talk. Agree to disagree right here on A2DRadio.com.
Welcome back. Agree, disagree. Right here on the worldwide leader, Real Talk, HUDRadio.com. The Bad Boys of Sports Talk. Tom Arnone, joined by Brian Wilson, Nick Delgazzo, Ryan Brodo on the ones and twos. Well, I'm on the ones and twos.
Love that little whistle.
He's here.
Love that little whistle jingle.
Yeah, I
right
felt
there.
good. I
That'd
can't
be
believe I
nice,
got
bro.
that
We
out.
were all dancing here, and then we did not get that on the video.
And
but
that's non-copyright, too. That's
That is
non-copyright.
non-copyright. We really respect that around here. We're really respectful of that. But listen, we're going to do a little – if you're just joining us first off, and you can go vote. It's still up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, HUD Radio is where you can find us. Tumblr, with the whole nine. We're all over the freaking map here.
We're tumbling.
We're tumbling around.
Tumbling.
Wilson's been known to tumble out of a bar or two on a Saturday, right?
I might have last night.
That's what he said. He's probably sleeping when we say, hey, can we do it at 5? He's probably like, oh, I'm out and
No,
about.
I was actually awake today. I was actually up.
I'm out and about, guys.
I mean, I didn't get up till noon, but I got up at noon, and I went out and about.
Yeah, you went out and about. What'd you accomplish today, Brian? Actually, we don't want to get
I
into that.
didn't do a whole lot.
Nobody cares.
I went to my aunt's house. That's all I did.
Sunday.
And it took me a while to get home from Sicklerville because of just the awful, the Pennsylvania trash that load up our roadways.
Yeah, Sunday fun day. That's what I always tell you guys. Like on my way here, when we go later, it's awful.
I don't think I like a person from Pennsylvania. I don't know a person from Pennsylvania that I like. That includes everyone that's on A2D.
I'm from South Jersey, so wow. It's not even me.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Hey, welcome back, PA.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Go fuck yourself, Pennsylvania.
Take a step back
It's
from
the
the phone and literally go, fuck your own face.
Oh, Flaming Dragon? Fuckface? Take a step back and literally fuck your own face.
Incredible scene. It just awesome. And I love the fact that
I don't know what kind of Pacific Pan power play you're trying to pull here, okay? But Asia Jack is my territory, all right?
It's in my back.
I'm going to rain down an ungodly hailstorm of fire upon your ass. I'm talking scorched earth, motherfucker.
Okay, so our poll question you can vote on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, HUD Radio is where you can find us. Let us know. NFL countdown here. What are you more? Well, football countdown, actually. Kickoff countdown.
Kickoff countdown.
What are you more looking forward to? Is it the NFL season, the college season, something else? If it's something else, get a clue.
Is it gambling?
Is it gambling?
Are you a gambler?
We'll accept the gambling.
We're always willing to listen to some gambling.
And our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. And tying into the Olympics here, we're going to do a little Olympics. We've got our 7 questions with Mr. Brodo, and that is brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, your certified public accountant. You can find them on the web too, gibsonmayer.com. Hey, men's team, Carmelo Anthony, only player ever to win 3 gold medals. That's definitely an accomplishment for that man. And, even him and Stephen A., Stephen A. attacked him for saying a gold medal was, meant as much to him as if he won an NBA Finals. And
is there still people listening to Stephen A. Screaming A. Smith?
No, I guess not.
Moron.
I just saw
Shut your mouth.
I saw the post where he,
Does Stephen A. Smith
Shut your
still
mouth.
have a job?
somehow.
He just screamed to no microphone.
I think
all right.
he's still on ESPN because he obviously doesn't. No one likes him. He doesn't make enough money. Because all the guys that make a ton of money all got canned. They're all had to leave because ESPN. Everyone's finally realizing that ESPN's garbage and no one's watching anymore, and they are just losing money.
They're all going to Fox, right?
Yeah, because ESPN is because they're trying to cut contracts because they're losing a ton of money.
NBC, Fox, they're all trying to pick
ESPN
them
is
up.
just dropping people, losing money because
They're worldwide leader
we've
of
talked
bullshit.
about it. They've become the TMZ of sports. They show no highlights anymore. It's all sports talk and how much can we blow LeBron and oh Jesus, let's hear Stephen A's talk. Oh Christ, oh.
Well, that's why Stephen A's still there because nobody's left, and it's like TMZ. It's perfect for him.
It's awful. It's the worst. It's the worst.
So 76 straight wins for the U.S.
It's not bad.
It was, you roll a team like that. At one point, Durant almost had, after the first half, Serbia outscored Durant by 5 points. So, just goes to show they were, no match. They can't play. They can't play with them.
Yeah, well, everyone was saying how they were struggling a little bit. They weren't playing as great defense in the pool play, but then they get the medal round and they turn it up and. Spain had a good team. Spain has a lot of good players on the team.
Yeah, of course.
Spain played a good game with them, but they still handled Spain pretty well, and then they just dominated Serbia today. It wasn't even a game.
A lot of credit to not only your Q guy, all right, who's on the coaching staff, you know,
Mayhem.
to Thibodeau and to Coach K. You got to give Coach K a lot of credit here for a second. As much as I hate Duke, I hate everything about Duke. But in terms of USA basketball, listen, man, he went back 3 times ago when he took this over, and they've won 3 straight golds after this. When he took it over, that they went back to fundamentals here when they're working out in camp. I mean, he went back to the basics with these guys and got guys to buy back into USA basketball, to go and winning something as a team and not an individual thing. Well, you know, when a lot of these guys, when you talk about the NBA, it's about numbers. It's about getting paid. We all know this. And there's a lot of guys about winning too. I'm not saying it's not. But to go to this level of play and to be able to block out, you know, to be able to take a seat, you know, you're the best player on your team you know, when you're playing over here in the NBA, and to go and to be like the 8th or 9th or 10th best guy and buy into it. And there's something to say for the coaching staff of Team USA over the last 12 years to get these guys to buy into it and go back to fundamentals and go back to winning a gold meaning something. Because you go back to the Dream Team days and stuff like that, winning a gold was a big accomplishment. All right, and for Melo to come out and say, hey, winning these 3 gold medals means as much to me as an NBA Finals, I agree with him. It should. It should. It's a great feat. The all-time leading scorer for USA basketball history. It's a feat.
And rebounder.
It's a feat, man, and he should be proud of that. You know what? I have more respect for Melo, and you know me, Wells. I know you know I'm a big Melo guy. All right, not being I'm just a big Melo guy, and I know you two are, and Will's obviously more than me, and you too, Sleeps, because you're Q guys. But, you know, in terms of basketball. But Melo's always been a guy that I loved. But after hearing that, listen, I love the guy even more now. Because I think at times through his career, you could have maybe thought that the guy was more of a stat guy. I think we could all look at his career at certain points and be like, is he checking out? You know what I mean? At certain times, right? But to hear that and the way he came and played when he could have easily not came and played in this for Team USA. An older guy, he could have easily said, no, you know, I'm going to get ready for the season.
He just said he's done.
No, he's done now. He's done now. But
yeah, he's
a lot of respect, even more so.
Yeah, I don't think he ever checked out. He was always doing bad teams, and he had to do everything.
Well, you could question some things because you weren't because of how bad some of the teams were. So
I agree.
He gets thrown into that mix because he's a great player, right? But now after hearing that, I like the guy even more today than I did 10 days ago.
Yeah, okay.
And I love the guy. So it just goes to show you that comment means a lot to me because growing up, I mean, the Dream Team is where it's at, right, Sweepsy? I mean, growing up watching the Dream Team play in the Olympics was something special to watch.
And he's probably, I mean, I said this like before the Olympics started and people were giving me shit about it, but.
Of course they do because you're a moron. Go ahead.
Because I'm a moron?
Well, people give you shit because they don't agree with you because they think you're a moron.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not saying that's
I'm just going to let that go. I'm just going to let it go.
On Sundays, I'm not saying that's me.
Okay.
You made your shots earlier in the live video.
All I was saying was
it's all you're saying.
That he was the best international player in history, maybe.
Try to get him wound up.
He might be the best international, definitely the best U.S. international player in history. And they're like, well, why would you say that? I said, well, he's going to be the leading scorer after this Olympics. I said he's probably going to be the leading rebounder. He's going to play like the most minutes ever. And they're like, well,
no,
he just played a long time. I said that doesn't. He still has to go out there and do it.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
USA for sure. Oscar Schmidt is the greatest of all time. That guy's insane. The Brazil guy. But
but I'm saying,
absolutely.
but US though.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care what anybody says.
He's got the most rebounds and points.
Yeah, it's not his fault that he played.
They clearly knew they needed another rebound for most. Did you see that? Because he came back in the game with like 3 minutes left, and then when they got a rebound, they took him back out. So Coach K must have known that he needed one rebound.
I like that move. Absolutely. I like it. And there's something to be said for all that.
Guy giving everything he can for his country. Absolutely. Go in there and get a board.
But it just brought me back a little bit.
Guys don't, when we live in a day and age when guys don't want to play. Guys don't, I'm good. I want to enjoy my summer or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
well, listen, the best player in the NBA didn't go over. Granted, they had long seasons, but Clay went over. KD went over. They both had long seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but LeBron's had a long last 6 seasons. Going to the finals every year.
I understand that, but
he already said that he wants to play in 2020, so he might play in 2020.
Good. No, listen, I have no issue with it. I'm just saying that be able to do this with essentially less, right? To go win this gold with no LeBron, no Kyrie, that just shows you how talented USA basketball is. And then credit to Coach K. Not saying there wasn't pups all over that roster because there was, obviously, but for these guys to buy into it and for Coach K, I mean, it just goes, listen, his legacy grows by this too. And rightfully so for all these guys.
No, yeah.
For Mello, Coach K.
And Willie's right. And like I said,
Jim Boeheim on over there. Love it.
It's such a long year for LeBron. Like if you were to put all the European countries together and made a dream team, Bron's right there. He's the first guy in line. You know what I mean? It just gets he's tired of beating people's heads by 40, 30 and 40. And I'm not saying that, the other guys, don't get, I don't take anything away from those guys going. I mean, I'm glad they went. Awesome. That's the Olympics is a we watch it. We all watch it. We love it. It's a great 2 weeks or however long it is, so. In the men's basketball aspect, if there was another dream team out there that could threaten us, don't worry, Bron will pick up his phone. He would pick his phone up.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Well, let's go on. We got 7 questions actually.
Bro,
not our 5. We're actually going with a 7 spot. A little change of pace. Mr. Povey out today, and our 7 questions are brought to you by the Real Talk Invitational, November 5th, Valuable Country Club. Check out all the tournament event details on our Facebook page, HUDradio.com. And, we got 3 of our 4 here that are playing on the same team, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Brodo, myself, looking to go out and put on a little show for the kids. But November 5th, come out. Great time. It's going to be our first annual golf outing, Valuable Country Club, November 5th. All event details are on our Facebook page, HUDradio.com. Mr. Brodo, get it started, sir.
A little show, though, from the Brodo.
Exactly. So I was sent 2 questions from Pove.
From the
so
Pove,
it's going to be
yep.
2 from Pove, 5 from me.
Pope's still contributing, which I love.
Exactly.
Out of the guy.
I love it.
I love it out of him.
There's a true Olympian right there.
There it is. We're going to get Pope a gold medal.
Well, it's funny because both of his questions surrounding the Olympics, so I like that.
Well, real quick, Pope texted me earlier with his first question. And, read the first one about Lochte or Ben
Sure.
Johnson. I'm going to tell you what he texted me right after he sent it.
This
Before
is the
you
question.
answer. Don't answer yet. Hold on.
Who is the bigger Olympic scumbag, Lochte or Johnson?
And right after he texted that over, his next thing was, Wilson was spot on about Lochte being a scumbag.
Yeah, you were.
I went off last week about it, and I just was dead
prior
straight.
to the lie, prior to everybody, to the world knowing that these idiots lied.
He is. I've been saying it for 4 years that he's a scumbag. He's an idiot. They tried to. They coached him up so much in that interview yesterday. They tried to make him look like a non-idiot, and he still looked like an idiot.
Yeah,
He's
unbelievable.
just the dude's an idiot. He's an idiot.
I felt like he was on a sedative, so he could be less of an idiot. He was just
they're like, can he please not be an idiot on this interview? And they're like, Matt Lauer, please try to make him look like non-idiot. And Matt Lauer, he looked like the first 2 questions. He was like, all right, let's see how this goes. He went kind of easy on him.
And
Lochte just had brutal answers, and he was like, all right, I'm going to fucking get him.
Yeah. No, exactly. He was like, it was more like you sure it wasn't a payoff? Like you guys acted like idiots, and now you're paying for, the damage you did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's an idiot. I mean, and Lochte, I'm just going to go. I mean, Ben Johnson also, piece of shit. Just doper for years.
Yeah.
But you see that all over.
But there was a bunch of doping going on.
For me, Lochte.
Guys that were trying to be Carl Lewis.
Yeah. That's common in that era. Everybody's sticking it in there. Like
the entire Russian team was doping. So
everybody's sticking it in there.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go Lochte just because I've doubled down on this many times that I think he's an absolute disgrace, scumbag, piece of shit. 4 years ago when he tried to petition to let them wear, he wanted to wear his gold fronts because he's a G from Miami He wanted to wear his gold fronts. Like, he has gold teeth,
He's cool.
because he's a G. He wanted to wear his gold fronts on the podium, and the U.S. was like, fuck no, what are you, a child?
In the interview yesterday, he wasn't even saying the word yeah. He was saying yeah,
That's what
with
he
a
says.
J.
He says J. That's his
I've
thing.
never heard that
That
before.
was 4 years ago. That's what he was doing every J. Like, that was,
Yeah.
it was new gold medal. J. That's like his calling card.
He needs such an ass beating. It's not even.
Someone
it's not
needs
even
to,
funny.
I kind of wish someone would kill him.
He serves no purpose. So you're right.
I don't care. I don't care.
He shouldn't procreate. So
Yeah, and the women love him because
let's hope he's sterile.
Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not gonna
I like the taste.
I'm not going to turn this into a shot at women.
Yeah,
but
he drinks his own urine. because he likes the taste.
Him with the blue hair and everything. He's
Ah,
great.
dude, he's still
He's
works.
great. The blue hair.
It's him hands down.
He's drinking his own urine like Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
Patches
Another
over
movie reference.
Patches.
What's the James Franco movie when he's stuck in the rock? Like
124 hours or
124 hours or some shit like that, where he's drinking his own piss too. Yeah, another one.
127, yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
We're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Hey, once you get to that point, what's 3 more hours? Hang in there, Jimmy. Stop being a bitch.
You got 3 more hours in this scene.
Guys, I've been here 124 already. Well, it's 127. I don't know what to tell you. We got to add 3 more. We're 3 on.
That's great.
No, but, yeah.
It's Lochte hands down.
Lochte.
Question 2 from the phone. This is the last Pove question. Where does Rio's gold medal dream team rank amongst teams of Olympic past?
Like the basketball
The
team?
dream team.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah,
he's
I
talking
mean,
about
92 is the best, clearly.
Oh, okay. He's talking
I
about
would.
us.
I mean, I don't think it's
I
that
thought
high because there's
Brazil had
ones
it
that
too.
are. There's ones that are better. I mean, you know, like 2012's team with, you know, they had a bunch of the guys. Well, I think only Durant and Melo.
Yeah, he's not
It's-
trying to compare to 92, is he? I mean, that's not
He
even
said,
close.
"Where does it rank?" I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it
It's
ranks.
one. It's.
I don't think it
you can
ranks
only
that
be from
high.
2. It can only be from 2 on. You know, you can. It's never going to get the top spot.
No,
No, I think
Never.
20. I think 2012 or 2008 might have been the 2. Because that's when like LeBron was like
Yeah.
in his
You got to have Braun on there.
Kobe,
And Kobe.
Kobe and Bron and
Timmy.
and yeah.
You were loaded. That team's 2. This team, just because of the lack of like star
I'll
talent,
say 5.
essentially, yeah, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong,
6, 5, 6.
but it's hard to beat out
It's
that.
better than the 04 team that won bronze.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
well,
that.
yeah. Not hard with that one. Next one.
All right. So these starts off with mine. We're going to keep with the Olympic theme. Which Olympic sport would you be the best at? And I have a list of all the Olympic sports if you want me to list them, just so
I know them.
you got them. Got it.
Probably just a shout out for my boys because they feel that we can make the handball team.
I totally agree.
They feel like we can make
That's
the handball
exactly where I was
team,
gonna
and
go
they're
with
like,
this.
I think we can win gold.
I don't see there's. I don't think there's any way we go home without a medal. I'll just put it that way.
That's the discussions we've been having over a couple adult cocktails.
I guarantee we come home with at least the bronze in 2020.
Handball?
Oh my God,
no question.
No question.
I was something special.
I'll call my brother up. We'll get some guys that can really throw on the court. We can watch out. We're gonna have issues. They're gonna have issues with us because we're gonna be loud and obnoxious. You think
Yes,
Lochte
yeah.
was bad? Oh, just you wait.
Olympic
We're
Village.
gonna be doing a little more than pissing on walls. I'll tell you that.
We're pissing on Brazilians. All right.
Next.
Might be pissing on Swedish volleyball players if they're into that sort of thing. Who knows?
Which Olympic sport
Whatever
would
you
you
like.
be the worst at?
Anything that involved swimming more than one length of the pool.
So marathon swimming?
Yes.
So pretty much
Or
all
running.
swimming.
Any track and field and or any swimming event. I'm very buoyant, but speed is not my speed would not be my
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's good.
What? I'm sorry,
I
what?
would say diving. Because I'm like
Diving?
chicken. I guess like I have like a. I guess I have like. Well, no, not only because of the algae pool. I have like. I just
You
like.
were-
Even no, if I saw a green pool, I'd fucking run away. I had to get one in. I had to get one in to feel like I was a part of today's show. But no, I just like even in my backyard, I can't even do a flip. I'm like, oh.
So no rhythmic gymnastics
No,
either?
no. My floor exercise is no bueno.
Yeah.
Exercise.
I don't know. I think I could be pretty dominant on the rings. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you see Will Ferrell in
Vince
old school.
Vaughn is-
That could be me.
I'm like spitting a cigarette out. Still hold it. Still hold it. Still hold it. And then you be Will Ferrell with it, and he comes in. We gotta keep our composure.
As he's
Movies
throwing-
are our strong points.
As he's throwing shit all over.
Yeah, and he's
should start
burned
like-
up from getting caught in the ring
yeah.
of fire.
Everybody keep their composure.
We gotta keep our composure.
What about trampoline? Anybody think they could be good at trampoline? The event?
I feel that. Yeah, that gives you the.
What is
it
that?
gives
What
you a
is
boost.
I don't know. I think they're just doing flips. I don't
On
know.
the trampoline?
Yeah,
Oh, I could be something special.
I feel like that's a
flying
PED.
unknown.
I feel like that's a legal PED. Like you're not doing anything.
Heaven.
Yo,
Like,
is there juicers? is there juices for the trampoline event? Like, has anybody been caught like, oh
No.
or they're not in this event
I'll
anymore?
tell you what,
Like really, do you need the extra
I'm,
sauce?
I'm willing to guarantee that
Like, how do you work out for that
in
one?
the 100-meter dash, if I was at 25 meters to go and they were at the 100 and they blew the gun, Bolt might still beat me.
He closes too. That would be awesome.
There's a decent chance. I think I could beat everybody else. 25 meters to their 100 meters. But Bolt, I think, might catch me.
I think he can catch you too.
Well, here's the question,
He'd
though.
have
watch
fun doing
your
it.
Not
ass.
exactly
He'd have fun doing it.
I'm not exactly fleet of foot.
He'd have fun doing it.
Is there PED used for archery? Is that happening?
I don't know.
Behind
Are
the
you using
scenes.
Are you using it for like your
The form?
yeah like? Like
First
you
off,
stick-
that
you
was
stick it in
first
your
off,
shoulder?
that
You
was
make- I guess you
bad
make
form
your own
right
test.
there.
You
that
make
was
your own-
bad form.
Yeah.
You make your own test.
Exactly. I need some
Ashamed of that.
PED use.
No, you go to the chin. You go to the chin.
See, Wilson
you
knows.
go to the chin.
Words of Wilson.
Yeah, you
go
went
to
on.
the
You went
chin.
on Hunger Games on.
Yeah,
us.
you did,
went,
seriously.
Yeah, you went. You went Jennifer Lawrence, dude. Willie.
Yo,
you
Katniss,
went, see how
You went
relax.
Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah,
over
you see
there.
how smooth he was. Zoom,
You
boom.
go to the chin and you release.
Okay, next
It's
freaking
a
question,
chin
please.
and a release.
Oh man.
No,
Next?
but you know what? I still stand by that the Olympic event that we would be best at that encompasses either Olympics is curling by far. I don't see how we could possibly be a bad curling team. We're winning gold in curling.
My wrists are in great shape, so I mean my forearms real good too. We could do a lot of work.
Yeah, I get after myself on a regular basis.
Thank
Hell,
you.
I'm a hell of a sweeper.
Oh man. Question 3 or question what?
27.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Rank the most important 2008 World Series players. I'll give you 4 for the World Series team for the Phillies. Utley, Howard, Hamels, Rollins. 1 through 4. Where do they rank up?
Howard.
Shocker.
Well, 08.
Jackie!
You guys are talking
First
08.
off, it's not Howard, it's Hamels because he won the MVP.
Hamels is 2.
It's Hamels. It's Hamels, Howard, Utley, Rollins, my opinion. That order.
Howard.
I happen to like it.
Howard, Hamels, Utley, Rollins in that order. That's the only difference I have. I mean, I'm right there with you. Hamels is 2 in my
Same
book.
with Tom. Same with
And
you.
Howard just, I mean, he played every day, guys. You can't. That him part of that. I mean, you take any one of them
Your
guys
nose
out.
is brown right now.
No, if you
Frodo.
take, listen, if you take any one of them guys off the team, we don't win.
First off,
It's that simple.
what I will say is I got a serious issue with one David J. Navo.
Oh, can we? Yeah.
We already
trying
handled
to fucking tell me that Chase out the Phillies would have won the World Series in 2008 without Utley on the team. Is this kid? Can someone smack the shit out of this kid, please?
I already did. I handled him on Wednesday. I crushed him. He called in.
No, just literally
I tried
drive
to.
to his
Oh, he was looking
house.
for a number. You found it?
Drive to his house,
and I
knock
told him,
on his
I told him
door.
you made everybody dumber.
Tell
Every-
his mother that we need David out of the basement for a minute, and as soon as he comes out front,
In his
just
PJs.
slap him in the face and leave.
In his SpongeBob SquarePants PJs?
If anyone gets that on video, anyone that's listening gets video of you going to his house and slapping him in the face, you got a great prize coming your way.
You're just calling
from
a
the
bounty
boys,
on him.
From the boys from A2D, okay?
called
Nothing
a
more. We
bounty
just
on
want
him. Buddy Ryan.
one open hand slap to the face. One open hand slap to the face on video.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
Greg Williams.
Hey, buddy.
Not only will we put the video up on
Sean Payton's
A2DRadio.com,
cousin.
we will get you some A2D Radio memorabilia and maybe a monetary gift.
Yeah, I'll give you
We'll
a
see.
fucking T-shirt.
Monetary. A shekel.
No, I mean,
A few shekels.
Wells, I hammered him on Wednesday night, and you know me, but you're not going to disrespect Utley as much as, we've had our differences back and forth. I love the freaking guy, and you're not going to disrespect him. And he was talking about plunking him. I mean, I crushed him. At one point, I gave the old, the Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. Told him to take a step back from the phone and literally go bleep your own face.
Now we're bleeping.
Just for this one.
We're like 20 bleeps in.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, we've trying to clean it up.
I lost count.
I might have hit 20.
I lost count.
But there's a lot of things said to him. I told him he made everybody that was listening dumber. I mean, this is points for so whatever. I'm not wasting my time on him. Next question.
All right. This is
We already
no-
put a bounty on him.
This is
Enough.
not sports related. I saw this on Twitter. If you had to get rid of one from your life for good, if you had to get rid of one, which would it be? Or you had to get rid of one. Hamburgers, tacos, chicken wings, french fries. You had to remove one from your life.
Biscuit.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that's terrible.
French fries. I mean, I actually, I'm not happy with you. I mean, that's mean. But I'll say French fries.
I'll go fries too. I mean,
I mean,
But I mean, at McDonald's French fries are tremendous. Oh my goodness.
You know what? No. I'm going to go. What was it? Was it
Hamburgers, tacos, chicken wings, fries.
I'll get rid of the chicken wings.
Wow.
I'll get rid of the wings.
Wow.
That's un-American.
First off,
that's
that's a violation.
Big problem.
Okay, that's a violation.
That's a big
I
problem.
love
Chicken wings and football go hand in
I
hand.
love hamburgers.
So
So you
does
got to go
hamburger.
fries, bro.
I
do
want
hamburgers,
hamburgers
no.
and fries. That's
No,
why I
chicken
want the
wings.
fries back in the mix.
Wings and sports. They
All right.
literally go hand in
Then I'll
hand.
get rid of the tacos then. Does that make you happy?
No.
Okay, there's no
Tacos
win.
are
Taco
delicious.
Tuesday.
It's a
Taco Tuesday.
lose-lose. Go ahead.
It
Jimmy.
is a lose-lose. I gotta go French fries, but I'm not getting rid of all potatoes. Like I'm still gonna eat mashed
Oh,
potatoes.
yeah.
and
Yeah,
everything.
you're fine. You're fine. You found a loophole. You found a loophole.
Crazy, absolutely.
But I'll get away from French fries just because.
I'll mash
I mean,
my
I'm
fries.
not gonna not eat a hamburger or a delicious taco or some amazing chicken wings. So
I'll just cut the potato and bake it.
No, I'm just gonna mash the fries into
mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
into mashy
Can I
stuff.
just get a twice baked potato, please, with some sour cream and a little bacon?
Oh,
I'm
don't
starting
do
to
this
sweat
me.
right now.
Don't do it to me.
Yeah. I'm starting to get
Next one.
Starting to get the food sweats. All right,
All
here
right,
we
the
go.
final one. Marry, Smash, Kill SummerSlam edition. If everybody get their phones ready just for point of reference.
I'm a wrestling guy, bro. I don't need a phone.
Alexa Bliss, Nikki Bella, Eva Marie.
Oh, I do like those Bella twins. I don't know Eva Marie.
Yeah, you
Oh,
should.
bro,
Oh, God.
you should.
Look.
Tom, you need to look at
You
this.
should. Yeah, you'll love her, bro.
Let's give her a look.
It's game over.
Oh yeah, like Lil Flip. Game over.
I would probably marry
Flip.
Bella, so it could just be, all the time.
What how do I
Smash.
spell it?
Smash.
What, Eva Marie?
Smash Eva
Oh, I
Marie.
figured it out.
Smash Eva Marie.
Oh my lord.
And kill
Look at
Lexi.
her.
Oh, you're killing Alexa Bliss.
I didn't have the choice.
See, I'm marrying Alexa Bliss.
I love the red hair.
Yeah.
Eva Marie is not wife material. She's
Yeah.
not. And then I'm killing Nikki Bella.
I know she's a little annoying, but she's so hot. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's not fair. Either way you go, it's not
I
fair.
know.
It's not fair.
She is just
Oh.
absolutely
Oh.
put together, boy.
I like this girl.
Who?
Nikki Bella. Oh.
Which one?
This Eva Marie is a fire. Is a spicy little thing.
Oh yeah, she's
Bigger to hoop, bigger to
these two guys are in their
bigger to hoop, bigger to hoe.
Oh yeah, she got.
She's got some hoops
I almost had to
on.
go to the bathroom for 5.
Yeah. Smash Mary, I'll be right back.
Can I become what are those people? Can I become a Mormon for this?
Yeah, polygamous.
Just marry.
Big love.
Have a little fun.
Yeah, I
little
mean, listen,
four-way fun.
you've done it with our wide receivers and our running backs and our quarterbacks. I mean, you make your rules go, bro.
My rules go.
You can have 3 wives.
Christ. You know what? I'm gonna.
I'm marrying Eva.
Man. I'm gonna marry
it
Bella.
up.
I'm gonna marry Bella because I love the Bella twins. They're good.
Yeah,
They're good people.
no doubt.
And we're smashing Eva for sure. And the other girl can just hit the bricks, I guess.
Yep.
Shame.
It is. It really is.
It's a damn
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah,
it
it's tough.
Wow.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, you're shaking with the gun. You're like, it's got to be you.
It's a good thing we're ending the show. It's a good thing we're ending the show. We got a place to be. God.
Anybody gonna use the bathroom? All right, for another edition of Agree to Disagree, right here at A2DRadio.com. For Tom Arnone, Brian Wilson, Nick Delgazzo, Ryan Brodo with us today. We'll be back next Sunday. Tomorrow morning, check out AIM Sports Showcase right here at A2D Radio at 9 o'clock. And we'd like to thank BMW of Atlantic City, our show sponsor. And like I told you, every month they challenge their sales team. They must sell 100 vehicles, which means you save right now. At least it's certified. Pre-owned Elite 2016 BMW 320i with xDrive, just $299 a month for 36 months. The ultimate driving experience, closer than you think. BMW Atlantic City, easy to get to. Minutes off exit 37 in the Parkway. Online, BMWAtlanticCity.com. And again, you can follow us on all our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, the whole 9. A2D Radio is where you can find us. The Bad Boys of Sports Talk are out. We'll see you next Sunday. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.